got each other's back. We're the best duet ever.
An enemy has been slain. The melody is my calling. The music of my bow will cleanse their hearts. Legendary! Monster kill!
Supernova to the rescue. Music is the strongest form of magic.
Hello players, this is MLBB's first fan, it's me. I'm so happy to be on the MLBB stage. And let's enjoy music together. Let's go! Like what? Put my sneakers on. 하나 둘 ready get set go. Put my sneakers on. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Put my sneakers on. Yeah, yeah.
This is your time, huh? Superstar. Superstar.
우리가 이겼어.
Be the superstar. Mobile Legends. Bang bang.
Bukan cerita tentang kejayaan atau yang best je. Tapi, bagaimana aku bermula di petak pertama? Membuatkan aku jadi kuat. Semua usaha aku fokus melakukannya. Dan aku tahu, aku mampu buat. Jadilah bintang. Bintang.
Kehidupan yang lalu memang sangat biasa. Aku penuhinya dengan warna. Tak kisah apa orang cakap, aku teruskan jua. Aku terus positif dan tingkatkan usaha. Bermula dari bawah, aku buktikan kemampuan. Hanya aku yang mampu mengejar cita-cita. Jadilah bintang. Be the superstar.
Memang banyak cabaran, tapi semuanya berikan aku pengalaman. Aku kena siap sedia, cari kekuatan untuk terus ke depan. Aku boleh buat dan kejar apa aku nak. Percaya pada perubahan. Jadilah bintang. Be the superstar.
Wherever I go, pain bleeds. Guide your souls. You have been slain. Rampage. Light. The light is the only thing. Healing prayers for you. Healing for everyone. We are the light bringers in the name of the light.
We've got each other's back.
Legendary.
We're the best duet ever.
An enemy has been slain. The melody is my calling. The music of my bow will cleanse their hearts. Legendary! Monster kill!
Supernova to the rescue. Music is the strongest form of magic.
Hello players, this is MLBB's first fan, it's Z. I'm so happy to be on the MLBB stage. And let's enjoy music together. Let's go! Like what?
Put my sneakers on. 하나 둘 ready get set go. Put my sneakers on. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Put my sneakers on. Yeah, yeah. This is your time, huh? Superstar. Superstar.
우리가 이겼어.
Be the superstar, Mobile Legends, bang bang.
Bukan cerita tentang kejayaan atau yang best je. Tapi, bagaimana aku bermula di petak pertama? Membuatkan aku jadi kuat. Semua usaha aku fokus melakukannya. Dan aku tahu, aku mampu buat. Jadilah bintang. Bintang.
Kehidupan yang lalu memang sangat biasa. Aku penuhinya dengan warna. Tak kisah apa orang cakap, aku teruskan jua. Aku terus positif dan tingkatkan usaha. Bermula dari bawah, aku buktikan kemampuan. Hanya aku yang mampu mengejar cita-cita. Jadilah bintang. Be the superstar.
Memang banyak cabaran. Tapi semuanya berikan aku pengalaman. Aku kena siap sedia. Cari kekuatan untuk terus ke depan. Aku boleh buat. Dan kejar apa aku nak. Percaya pada perubahan. Jadilah bintang. Be the superstar.
Wherever I go, pain bleeds. Guide your souls. You have been slain. Argus, rampage. Light. The light is the only thing. Healing prayers for you. Healing for everyone. We are the light bringers in the name of the light.
We've got each other's back.
Legendary.
We're the best duet ever.
An enemy has been slain.
The melody is my calling. The music of my bow will cleanse their hearts.
Legendary.
Supernova to the rescue. Music is the strongest form of magic.
Hello players, this is MLBB's first fan, it's Z. I'm so happy to be on the MLBB stage. And let's enjoy music together. Let's go! Like what?
Put my sneakers on. 하나 둘, ready, get, set, go. Put my sneakers on. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Put my sneakers on. Yeah, yeah.
It's your time, huh? Superstar.
우리가 이겼어.
Be the superstar. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Bukan cerita tentang kejayaan atau yang best je. Tapi, bagaimana aku bermula di petak pertama? Membuatkan aku jadi kuat. Semua usaha aku fokus melakukannya. Dan aku tahu, aku mampu buat. Jadilah bintang. Bintang.
Kehidupan yang lalu memang sangat biasa. Aku penuhinya dengan warna. Tak kisah apa orang cakap, aku teruskan jua. Aku terus positif dan tingkatkan usaha. Bermula dari bawah, aku buktikan kemampuan. Hanya aku yang mampu mengejar cita-cita. Jadilah bintang. Be the superstar.
Memang banyak cabaran. Tapi semuanya berikan aku pengalaman. Aku kena siap sedia. Cari kekuatan untuk terus ke depan. Aku boleh buat. Dan kejar apa aku nak. Percaya pada perubahan. Jadilah bintang. Be the superstar.
Wherever I go, pain bleeds. Guide your souls.
Have been slain. Rampage.
Light. The light is the only thing. Healing prayers for you. Healing for everyone. We are the light bringers in the name of the light.
other's back. We're the best duet ever.
The melody is my calling. The music of my bow will cleanse their hearts.
Supernova to the rescue. Music is the strongest form of magic.
Hello players, this is MLBB's first fan, it's Z. I'm so happy to be on the MLBB stage. And let's enjoy music together. Let's go! Like one!
Rewind selector.
What a jig around as he managed to evade the solid. But then again, he has to get away from Masaram as much as possible.
Alamak, satu outplay yang menarik. Bocah mungkin akan dikorbankan. Imperial Justice melarikan diri. Penjahat.
Welcome everyone to Mobile Legends Bang Bang All-Star Match 2023. Selamat datang, nama saya Lefel. I will be your host for today, di mana kita di atas pentas Stadium Juara. Di mana All-Star Match, kita ada dua pasukan yang akan berlawan sesama sendiri. Kita ada Team Mia dan juga Team Eudora. Di mana kedua-dua pasukan, kita ada ex-professional player, kita ada current professional player, community hero, Moonstunter leader, student leader, dan juga of course, kita punya artis jemputan. Now, kita ada tradition bila All-Star Match. Number one, kita nak bagi banyak hadiah, all kinds of prizes untuk semua orang yang tengah tengok ni sekarang. Di mana saya dan juga casters, kita akan tanya soalan kepada anda. Kalau anda boleh jawab tepat dan juga cepat, anda boleh dapatkan hadiah tersebut. Now, yang kedua, of course, kita nak masukkan industri lain ke dalam Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Kita nak kenal sesama sendiri. Hari ini kita ada special performance untuk semua orang yang menonton di rumah. So, without further ado, let's introduce to the stage Force Park Boys.
Hello everybody.
What's up, man?
Hello.
Oh, boys.
Boleh rasa you guys punya energy. Oh my god, you guys feeling good?
Yeah, we good, man.
We good. We all feeling good. Now, since kita orang feeling good, I nak tanya, how do you feel? Because Mobile Legends Bang Bang is a growing community. Makin lama makin ramai orang yang main. And you guys are going to perform untuk orang yang di rumah yang minat Mobile Legends. How does it feel playing for the Mobile Legends punya crowd?
Actually, kita orang amat berbesar hati sebab Mobile Legends bagi peluang untuk kita orang perform and buat collaboration bersama ML. And kita orang suka lah dapat perform for this game yang kita orang sendiri main this game. Yeah, actually.
Okay, that's amazing. Dapat tahu yang korang pun sendiri main Mobile Legends and now you guys collaborate, which I pun nak tanya, this collaboration, macam mana jadi? And the collaboration, how's the feel? Is it more hype, more emotional? Macam mana?
Okay, to be honest, kita orang terkejut juga dapat collaboration dengan Mobile Legends. Macam Han pernah cakap, kita daripada dah lama main ML and then suddenly buat lagu dengan Mobile Legends.
Ya, yeah, benar.
Which is lagu happy. Kita orang kena suit kita punya sound dengan this ML punya lagu. So happy lah, happy. On.
Yang paling I suka is dia punya pegang mic. Aku pun nak kena belajar macam nak pegang mic macam ni. Tapi bila sebelum kita pergi, next week kita akan menyambut Hari Raya. So is there anything that you guys nak cakap sebagai wakil lah untuk semua orang?
Kita orang just nak bagi tahu yang korang kena stream lagu kita orang for this raya sebab lagu tu memang lagu raya and lagu first raya yang kita orang buat kat Malaysia ni. And kita orang nak ucap selamat Hari Raya untuk semua orang Malaysia and semua orang yang bermain ML. Kita kena social sikit lah. Main ML berpada-pada lah semua, okay?
Yes, main ML. Selamat Hari Raya and make sure you guys stream dorang punya lagu. Now, dorang punya lagu, I sendiri pun nak dengar. So without further ado, mari kita dengarkan performance daripada Force Park Boys. Let's go.
What's up guys, we are Force Park Boys and this is for MLBB ALLSTAR 2023. Let's go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Tiba masanya be a superstar, show them who you really are.
All of the battle, it's time to set a
Kosong-kosong di pagi raya. All my family here, all my homies here. Mobile Legends bring us together. Tua ke muda, OP or a beginner, susun jari maaf pun dipinter.
Hari raya like a superstar, tak boleh emak nak duit raya dari Mia. Dah matang superstar, nak makan besar. Masakan money dah is getting semacam Ravela. Diam bukan salah.
One mission, one aim, straight up to set to MVP. Jangan pula kau frust, keep it in the family. Family dan unity jalin rapi-rapai, ketupat sejiwa satu hati.
Yeah, bila tiba masanya kita fair sampai semua bersengkang mata. Tiba pagi raya maafkan semua usia. Susun 10 jari apa maaf dipinta. Pick a beginner, bring us together. Back show up, macam mana setup. Kita family, tak ada yang kita nak kena lupa. Ku pasti Mobile Legends untuk kita semua.
Better shout out to my homies here.
Apa khabar?
Nak adi wafa izin semua tak salah. I'm flexing on my skin semua ramah mesra. The better for the title.
1, 2, 3, let's go. Tiba masanya be a superstar, show them who you really are.
So you really are.
All of the better,
it's time to set a kosong-kosong
di pagi raya. All my family here, all my homies there. Mobile Legends bring us together. Tua ke muda, OP or a beginner, susun jari maaf pun dipinter.
Okay, jiwa veteran dua duduk diam jadi gerak pantai. Dua band-band ski OP up dan ke atas. Pergi raya we homies, push terus ke goris. Tekan kemenangan di pergi raya, no worries.
Okay.
Tak perlu nak hide, kena try to squad. Level up sama-sama, satu visi always on guard. Wanna come close, yeah. Even luck kita sikat. Rendah lock dodol on the road, tak ada kata dekat.
Phenomenal, bukan typical. Always ready for better with the legends in this world, yeah.
Double kill, triple kill,
Man, it's savage like a boss. Going global with my boy jadi MVP.
What?
Terancam bunga api.
Let's go.
Maybe tu ada idora.
Okay.
Mia hilang tu pasti. Recall balik dah habis nyawa. Habis puas sedang mati ke glory raya nanti. Boleh tolong carry keluarga. Hati-hatiku punya nabi yang banyak hati. Nanti boleh jatuhkan.
One more time, let's go. Tiba masanya, be a superstar, show them who you really are. Yeah. All of the better, it's time to set the kosong-kosong di pagi raya. All my family here, all my homies there. Mobile Legends brings us together. Tua ke muda, OP or a beginner, susun jari maaf pun dipinter.
Let's go. Thank you MLBB for having us.
Let's go, start 2023, let's go.
There you go. Give it up for Force Park Boys. Thank you very much again, guys. Love the energy. Let's give a last bow to the audience. Thank you very much. It was electrifying. Love the soul. Love the energy. Tapi kita kena teruskan kita punya All-Star Match 2023 di mana kita masih lagi ada dua pasukan. Kita ada pasukan yang representing marksman di mana dia duduk tengah dekat situ. Dia tak buat apa-apa tetapi ada 3 arrow keluar dengan Mia. Kemudian kita juga ada team dekat belah mage di mana dia dikenali sebagai Eudoraphobia. Duduk dekat dalam bush, tiba-tiba sesaat lalu, boom, mati. Dengan itu, marilah kita menjemput kedua pasukan. Let's introduce Team Mia. Diketuai oleh Solos, Moon, Haris Zazman, Committee Hero Jero dan juga Munton Student Leader Pons. Ini adalah Team Mia, tetapi kita ada lagi satu pasukan. Introducing Team Eudora. Diketuai oleh XK Penjahat, Cikgu Guys, Pak Ansem, Committee Hero Yuyu dan juga Munton Student Leader Lekir. Di mana kat atas pentas semestinya ada banyak muka yang korang semestinya mesti kenal. Di mana saya nak tanya penjahat terus. So, dah berapa kali dah buat show match and hampir setiap kali Asyik jumpa muka Solos je. Asyik muka dia, asyik muka dia. Okey ke? Dia rasa macam geram, asyik dia je jumpa.
Dah biasa dah macam hari-hari pun tengok muka dia dekat rumah gaming house. Kat sini pun muka dia juga memang dah biasa dah.
Punyalah biasa, jadi ini pun sebenarnya rasa macam rumah lah. Solos pula, asyik jumpa muka So. Kali ni dekat rumah mungkin layan baik lah. Dekat sini nak hentam ke?
Biar kalau rasa boleh hentam je.
Kalau rasa boleh hentam je. Kita dah tengok untuk kedua pasukan, memang nampak semua orang ready. Muka punyalah semangat, muka memang tengah puasa. Jadi saya ke belakang sikit. You guys akan fist bump sesama sendiri and terus pergi kepada you guys punya tempat duduk. Dekat sini kita akan tengok kedua-dua pasukan. Macam mana diorang punya gameplay? Ini adalah fun match. Adakah mereka akan bawa draft yang menarik? Adakah mereka akan paksa mana-mana hero untuk pakai assassin untuk Solos dan juga XK Penjahat? Sememangnya kita kena tengok macam mana mereka nak bermain dengan professional player juga, Moon dan juga Cikgu Guys. I dekat sini, I just host je. Untuk tengok game ni sebenarnya, kita akan pergi kepada casters untuk mulakan game pertama kita dalam 3 perlawanan hari ini. Casters, the stage is yours.
Welcome to the MLBB All-Stars 2023 here. And thank you, Lafayette, for that amazing introduction here. And I'm extremely excited to see how Team Eudora as well as Team Mia is going to be duking it out in the All-Stars match. My name is ICBaby12. Joining me is Gideon Q as we take you through the commentaries in the English broadcast here. Gideon, what are you expecting here coming from both this team?
I'm expecting a lot because, again, we're seeing professional players. We're also seeing some of our favorite icons in the MLBB scene that you might be associated to or have a fan base around. They're all here up on this stage, and not to mention that we've already had some interesting news about this all across the board. I mean, we've seen their streams. We all know that they're capable of playing a lot more than just the meta.
Yep, when it comes to this fun match here in All-Stars, I'm extremely excited to see as well because Team Mia as well as Team Eudora is going to be forced to play Mia as well as Eudora in each respective teams. So this is where things are going to get extremely interesting. But without further ado, we are going to be jumping straight into draft here with Team Mia on the blue side and Team Eudora on the red side.
All right, now let's see where they're going to go with this, right? It always starts with the bans, and I'm pretty sure that these KOLs, these all-stars are very familiar with each other.
Yep, and when it comes to their familiarity, I'm extremely excited to see, are they going to stick to the meta picks first? Because I'm pretty confident they are going to be forced to play either Mia or Eudora. So Team Mia's handicap is going to be on the gold lane, having a Mia lane. And Team Eudora's handicap is going to have a mage on the mid lane, which is Eudora. I wouldn't say a handicap, it's more like a force pick.
It definitely is going to be a force pick. The skins look lovely, but they're ups and downs, right? Eudora, not exactly the strongest in lane. And maybe if you have a helpful support, you might be able to get away with it. But on the opposite end, the gold lane, like you mentioned before, so many gold lanes just straight up beat me up in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Yep, and I really like how Team Mia is banning off Fannies as well as the Natalia. These are assassins that can actually shut down the Mia relatively easy. Of course, we do see a little bit of meta bans coming in from both sides. However, I have a very rough idea that Team Eudora might be leaning on playing towards the glue, considering that Faramis was first phase banned.
Oh, that's true. Faramis is first phase banned, but I think more importantly, the fact is that Team Eudora want to be able to protect, well, get rid of things that protect the enemy team from getting one shot. The Estes keeps everybody alive. We look on over to the Faramis. He keeps everyone alive. Well, technically, big quotes on that one.
Yep, and I'm extremely excited to see what Team Mia is going to be playing here. Knowing that Solos, he does play the gold lane a lot, so most likely he is going to be playing Mia himself. But Moon, that is going to be a big question here. As the pro player from Team Mia, is he going to be bringing his signature? But it seems like we do see a Joy pickup right from the get-go from Team Mia.
I like it. I like it a lot. You're able to dodge Eudora stuns. You're able to jump straight into that back line. I'm confident that Chiku is going to be able to play the gold lane. And, you know, he's just a professional player. I feel like that's going to be his role. But he's also part of Todak, so you never really know where he wants to go.
Yeah, I'm curious to see who is going to be playing it from Team Eudora. Is Chiku guys going to be playing the Eudora? What are the chances that we are going to see both the captains go head-to-head with Mia and Eudora, right? Like, we have Team Mia, we have Solos playing the Mia, and then we have Eudora being played by XK and Jaha.
That would be amazing. That would be very, very interesting to actually see. But now we are seeing the rest of the picks come on through. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen a Uranus, but hey, you know, there's still a lot of value in it. Maybe to a certain degree, I would have preferred Esmeralda, but it's up to your cup of tea.
Yep, they are going to be forced to play around Mia as well as Eudora, so this is pretty much going to be a very interesting draft as well. You know, Team Eudora, they're going for the Uranus here, is going to be having a little bit more sustains, right? Like it's going to be able to soak up a lot of those damage that Mia contributes to the team fight. So I guess having this Derov here is going to allow the Mia to have a little bit of a better time into the middle to later stage of the game. But Eudora, they go for the tanks a lot.
I mean, we don't necessarily have to assume that it's tank slot. For all we know, it could be killing spree, traditional Lancelot, you know, high damage, Hunter Strike, Endless Battle, BOD, the traditional of traditionals. But we move on to the second battle phase, right? We're already seeing the Atlas get axed out almost straight away, so they don't really want Team Mia to actually play around this team fight composition. I'm also guessing that they're probably going to ban out the Diggy at some point just so that they can flex with Eudora.
Okay, let's talk a little bit more on the pro players, right? We've seen Moon kind of play mage all his entire career. Oftentimes, we do see him play on the mage role. But I'm curious to see what Chiku guys is going to be playing from side Eudora. Is he playing a tank? Or is he going to be playing a gold laner? Or is he going to actually be playing the Lancelot for Team Eudora?
I think it's fair to assume that he's going to play the gold lane, you know? But he has his moments where he wants to go into the EXP, sometimes bringing Yutong into the mid lane. It's not like he is going to be that out of pocket. We're seeing the Valentina get banned out here for the side of Team Eudora. And Team Mia probably going to be looking at gold laners.
Yeah, most likely that's going to be the case as well. But do they actually going to go for double marksman? Possibly, but it seems like I do see the retribution up onto the Derov, so this might be a jungle Derov coming from Team Mia, but Team Eudora, they go for the carry.
Okay, this works out. This works out in Team Mia's favor. At least with carry, you're not going to get pressured too very hard. You're going to have support that's able to roam around with you just in case you get into that position where you get frozen out of the lane. They got the Sicilian for that extra bit of scaling, controlling the mid lane, especially when you're up against Eudora. You don't want to walk up close.
Yeah, but at the same time here, Team Mia, we do see the Franco. This is something that Moon used to play a lot. Just because he does have experience with his Selena, his hooks are going to be very important for the team. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is going to be the case from Team Mia. Meanwhile, Team Eudora, final pick, thinking about bringing in the Johnson. And it is going to be the Johnson. We are going to see the Johnson Eudora special coming from Team Eudora.
Oh, but Jaha, he's feeling it today. He's confident, and you can definitely tell he was stressing out until this very last moment. And as soon as he locks in that Johnson, we see just a brief smile on his face and Chiku's approval. That means a lot more than anything.
Well, that's the thing, right? Getting Chiku guys' approval means a lot, especially in the MPL Malaysia scene itself. And I'm extremely excited to see how this All-Stars is going to look like, because that is a very interesting draft on how they draft around the Eudora as well as the Mia. I've never thought about it that way, but it kind of works out.
It does. Personally, for you Mia fan, Eudora fan, which team are you leaning more towards to right now?
Oh!
And I'll say, you're allowed to be biased on this one.
I am a big fan of Mia, just because I see a Derov jungle.
That's it? Because of Derov jungle alone?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be for the skins. All right, looks like I'm backing up Team Eudora this time. Let's jump into this very first match of the All-Stars. It's time to play.
Hey, this is a pretty new look. I'm not used to this look. This looks really sick from the All-Stars map.
Oh, come on. It's been out for a while. If you guys haven't been utilizing it, well, your eyes are probably better than mine. I'm a little old for this, so it's a little dark for me.
Oh, okay. Seems like we do see Moon going to be playing in the role position as the Franco and SK Pajangan playing the Johnson. So this is going to be a little bit of a mixed match here, whereas the pro players are going to be swapping up roles a little bit. Meanwhile, I'm curious to see how this gold lane is going to be looking like, because Moon is going to harass Bond.
Oh, it's looking so good right now. He's chucked him down to 1/3 of his HP. Moon's going to lose 50, but it really doesn't matter. Pajaha isn't going to chase him across the world. Fonz is in a great position, and more importantly so, Chiku is playing in the jungle after how many years?
Yeah, it's crazy for him to actually see him play a tank slot. So I'm curious to see, is this going to be a tank slot? But what surprises me is that I was expecting solos to play Mia, but it seems like he's going to be playing the Joy instead. But top side, Bansum taking a little bit too much damage. And he's going to be fine.
So he's going to get canceled right here. Franco's going to walk up. Yeah. Iron Hook to mess with him. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, Solos, he's in a very precarious situation. 1v4 has to pop the Vengeance, trying to get on out of there, but the Punisher into the Phantom Execution, more than enough damage to cut through. Oh, Pajaha actually lands a stun onto Jiro. They can technically chase this if they want to, but Lakir hasn't hit 4, so they're going to back off.
That's a very, very nice pick here coming from Team Eudora. And at the same time, Team Mia, they are actually heavily pressuring Hansam on the top side. Meanwhile, the third turtle is going to be up in 10 seconds. And you can see Team Mia, they're trying their best to actually regain control of the mid lane to try and set up for this upcoming fight. But I think the biggest condition right now is that Team Mia, they are going to try and stop XK Pajab before he gets his 4. And that's going to be a big major factor here.
Ooh, Harith. Zazman very, very close with that combination. Didn't exactly have any CC to lock down the right targets to fall down into the Abysm Strike. But for now, Turtle is going to be the priority for both sides. Team Eudora honestly taking it a little slow. Oh, Solos continuing to be annoying. Diving underneath the turret to try to get a kill off of Chiku, guys. Unfortunately, didn't land enough perfect arcs to get the bonus damage. They're going to secure Turtle. Rotate back into the mid lane where they have found their primary objective. Pajaha, he's already thundered into the Abysm Strike. Instantly, that's going to be a kill for Team Mia.
Wow, pay the pro play mentality from Moon, but no, the hook out of nowhere. He gets the bite as well. Lurke in a little bit of trouble. This Eudora needs to run for his life. He's sidestepping his way through, but eventually it is going to be Harim Sasman that comes in and steals the kill away for Team Mia. In this case, secures the kill.
Was it necessary? Absolutely. You're a snowball type jungler. You're taking any kills you can get. But Moon, he's gonna fall into the light wheel here. No Iron Hook, just use that. Very, very good prediction. Doesn't connect. But now Pajaha, rapid touchdown, looking to come fine with Eudora. Moon tries to block it, but it's not worth his time just yet.
Well, he's gonna have a little bit of an accident. He is gonna be forced stop and the top side. So Team Eudora hoping to make a play, unfortunately did not happen. Meanwhile, Mia playing very, very patiently to stop them in this track. Meanwhile, Chiku guys as well gonna be going for those invades though.
Wait, the entire team of Mia just decided to bugger off, and now the Bloody Hunt is gonna connect onto Yu, instantly taking him out. It looks like they put a lot of resources down by bot side when top is getting attacked 2v1. Oh, Potsim actually trying to make it work. Fonz quickly uses the ult, already used the Inspire. Oh, haven't even used the Inspire just yet. Could have absolutely won that 2v1, but Moon tries to go and lock them down with the Iron Hook, trying to hold on for this time for as long as possible. It's gonna be XK, but Jahan tries to land the rapid touchdown, no connection, but this is going to be a tier 1. Eudora is solo straight bot side, tier 1.
Yeah, great side steps coming from Moon as well. He bought a lot of time, eventually still loses the tier 1, but at the same time, his idea is just to completely give information for the team, and Mia going to be taking a difference in terms of approach by going for a couple of split push approach, but at the same time, they take objectives across the maps. This time, the second turtle is going to be in play, and Mia already in position to try and contest this, while Team Eudora is gonna do a lane check here.
Yeah, I mean, Team Eudora has a lot of housekeeping first on Sam, but he's got to be very careful not to fall into that trap once more. The rapid touchdown, this time to carry inside of it, going for on top side, realizing there's no space, they pull back. The turtle goes Team Mia. Team Eudora takes no casualties.
Oh, got a little bit greedy coming from Moon. He thought he was going to be able to get the maximum range there. Unfortunately, misses the timing by a second. But oh no, all things is good because as of now, Team Eudora saving grace for the team here is going to be Chiku guys on this tank slot. He's doing a lot of fantastic job by just denying resources away from Mia, while Mia is just trading objectives across the board.
Yeah, I mean, Team Mia is playing around their main win condition. It's obvious, but Eudora, Team Eudora, they gotta be careful. Ooh, Chiku got pretty deep in enemy lines. He's got a wave to mess with. He's got one dash for a reset. Sees the reinforcement coming just in time. Look here, and XK Pajahan save the day. Pajahan will be getting straightened down, though. Vaughns still able to continue on the fight as Chiku guys is able to secure the kill. On Cecilia, Moon tries his best to take out Lakira in time. One more auto attack, all he needs, but he flipped his forward for it as well. And that's going to be the Phantom Execution, putting him out of his misery. 4 kills. 4-1 in favor of Team Eudora.
Oh, he tried so hard, and he only got that far, and look here, was able to just completely sidestep his way through, regenerate his health. Here's a cab all the way out of town here as XK Pajahan bears him off to go for round 2, because right in the bottom, Solo's almost missing the mark, and Solos, he is gonna trade 1-for-1 down bottom.
Oh, it shouldn't have been 1-for-1. You should have survived, but gotta avoid danger. Oh, Bism strike once again. Do they actually get the kill on the carry? It's close, but it looks like Aaron falls. Hansim is trying to run away, but Fons, no, nothing left. No ultimate, no inspire, no way to close the distance.
Oh, he's not. He's going to play it safe. He's going to farm his way through as XK Pajahan looking to soak up the lanes on the top side. Meanwhile, Team Mia, they had a little bit of small victory down bottom, but Team Eudora, once again, they have Chiku guys just invading, knowing for a fact that Harry Visasman was taken out on the top side. He's going to deny resources again from there off.
Yeah, oh man, Chiku is just relentless on this farm. Jiro's in trouble. Chiku guys doesn't want to commit his ult just yet, knows that Moon is nearby, and knows that his former teammate is probably out for him with the bloody hunt.
Oh, the confidence coming from Chiku guys, and finally Team Eudora, they bounce back, they get the third turtle in their favor. It seems like Team Mia, they're a little bit afraid of the reinforcements coming from XK Pajahan, and so far he's been doing really well, but bottom lane, Solos, nice harassment, Moon gets caught out in the full lane, but he survives! What? How the hell do you not die from that? But Chiku guys is coming in. He's gonna finish off his teammate. He gets a double himself, and now he's in the midst of 3 guys. And Team Mia they are gonna go give chase. Chiku guys is doing best, doing enough damage, right? He will eventually fall, but it is a setup for Pansum, and he trades 1-for-1. But Fons is getting free hits after free hits, and Team Mia will be able to win this fight.
Yep, they walk away huge. They lose a good number of their members, but more importantly, Fons has been farming up. He is one fat boy on this new Mia skin. Ooh, the notes as well. That is a sleek skin.
Oh boy. This is something that I did not expect as well, coming in from the All-Stars. What a way to start game 1. However, here comes the crash, and Harim Sasman gonna be the casualty from Team Eudora.
Just farming right now. I mean, even though Chiku is 7-1 for himself, he is far ahead of the enemy jungler right now. Look here, in combination with Pajahan, making it very difficult to walk by themselves. Solo's finding a solo kill of his own as Moon able to secure another kill.
Oh, this is a good rotation here coming from Team Mia. They're managing to equalize the economy, and Team Eudora, they're having Chiku guys try his best to try and equalize the fights himself, and he's going to be able to keep Gerald. But it seems like Solos is going to be there as well as XK Pajahan tries to catch him off guard, but Solos, he sidesteps his way through, but the stuns from XK Pajahan will connect, but will he be able to get out? But the last front rows coming from Chiku guys will finish him off.
While this entire interaction is happening down bot side, look at top. They've already broken down the tier 2s. They're already right at the inhibitors, but with no waves whatsoever, Team Eudora is going to, be in a comfortable spot. As much as Team Mia wants to push in these towers, they need way more gold before their late game heroes actually make it to the point of no return.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's all about catching those timings. So Chiku guys is doing a fantastic job buying time, but at the same time, he's in the midst of all this destruction, but he's going to go for a Dawn Rose, but Jero, he anticipated here, pre-aimed the buff, takes him out, and now Eudora doesn't have the jungler to contest the Lord. Mia doesn't have to continue as well, as they need to stall a little bit more. Solos, he's looking to get a little bit more out of this, but it seems like it is going to be full retreats coming from Team Eudora.
Yeah, but Yu on the bottom side is already getting so much pressure for Team Eudora, and while Mia is going to be trying to take away the Lord, it's not like we're going to expect to see Uranus trying to steal this away. But here we go. Team Eudora, this is their moment. The rapid touchdown coming in.
Oh, they instantly blocked by Moon, and now Moon, he's going to try to buy a little bit more time. But Team Eudora, they're ignoring Moon. They finally kill him off, but Solos is there to stop him. They trade off Pa'an Sum, and now Team Eudora doesn't have the damage to continue this fight. Chiku, guys, is extending it as well. He's going to try and find Solos, but Solos is in the wrong bush. He gets caught up instead, and that is going to be Harif taking him out.
He's just trying to outplay it. He's trying way too hard, but now they find their initial engagement, and Eudora secures the kill perfectly. Harith, Zasman, look here. I'm hoping the cooldowns are coming up soon because Harith is about to take out your boy, and Harith finally down. Perfectly played. A good bait by Pajat.
Oh my goodness, look here, and Pajat has been setting up real good, but look here, will be caught out by Solos instead as he comes right from the under their noses with this Joy, and the mobility on this hero is starting to be a big nuisance for Team Eudora if you think about it.
I mean, it was to be expected. It's Joy. She runs into the backline. Any marksman tends to struggle with Joy, especially if they have Vengeance as well. I'm very curious to know what Solos has been building so far. It could be building into full magic damage and then looking to get tank items later. It could be a tanky early start, a little bit interesting. It's something to keep in mind for the post game.
Yep, but at the same time, Team Eudora, they are going to do a fantastic job just clearing the draw on the top side. Meanwhile, Mia is going to extend a little bit more by punishing the bottom lane, but let's go to the items real quick as well.
Yep, it looks like it's the Genius Wand into Concentrated Energy. Very typical build coming in for Joys, and more importantly, having that Holy Crystal gives that big damage towards the very end of these fights, and at least keeps her relevant, especially when attacking squishier targets and people who just generally don't have Radiant Armor.
Yeah, that's going to be a big problem as well eventually for Team Eudora to deal with this Joy, but at the same time, all things considered, Team Mia Fons, he's just got his Malefic Roar. This is where this Mia is going to start to hurt a real lot here. Meanwhile, Chiku, guys, he's trying to set up plays, outplaying his way through, but he's getting slowly caught up, but it's a setup for Escape and Jahan. Surprise, brother! And now they are going to force a fight. Meanwhile, Team Mia, they are going to pick them all bit by bit. Fons will eventually trade off with the gold later, but Haru Zafman is going to be there to trade tree with themselves.
Okay, so it's a 2-for-3 trade in favor of Team Mia. I'm surprised that Fons actually dies there to Pansim, but again, good target priority from Pansim so far. Team Mia are looking to break these inhibitors. If they can break at least one inhibitor pre-Lord, that would be the most ideal. Team Eudora have to fight back.
Yep, Chiku, guys, now he's trying all he can. He's going to try to clear the minutes, but he's taking a little bit too much damage. Here comes the suppression coming in, and Solos, he's going to take off Chiku, guys. Yu will barely scrape off by, but Escape and Giant, look here, is going to be here to save the day, to retaliate. Solos needs to make a run for it as well, and he's going to be able to get out.
All right, he's got Jero to back him out. They concede all the pressure that they put, but they also got an inhibitor. And this is very early on into the game, right? 13 minutes, the Lord hasn't even spawned at this point, and we're waiting for that moment for Team Eudora to actually bounce back. They're losing too many structures.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're going for a swap as well. Jero's going to be there, but no, by some, he gets caught by Fons, as well as Jero, and that is going to be Team Mia getting a double kill just like that.
So fast, so quick, a great response. Mia now taking this game into their own hands. The gold may be even, but it is not even. Not at all. Team Eudora has to be very precautious.
Chico, guys, he's looking for the launch steal. Can he go for it? Yes! He steals it away from Mia, but he's going to be trapped all by himself. He buys time for Team Eudora again.
They're loving it. They're loving it. You can see the members of Team Eudora. They might not be participating in these plays, but Chiku still has it in him as a jungler. Still has his retry timings. Let's pull up the items and have a look at what he's going for. Oh, interesting that he wanted to go for the War Axe instead of the Hunter Strike, but he pairs it up with a Thunderbelt just to make sure he has that added bit of true damage.
Yep, at the same time, Solos is doing a fantastic job diving back to your trees, tanking 4 waves, but eventually gets caught out by Lakir. And he will get traded off, but the Lord pushing in, Team Mia, they will be able to defend against this, but that is a lot of tankiness coming from Solos, and we got to see a little bit of unhappiness coming from Banza because he just got picked and bullied done dirty by Solos behind tower.
There's just no counterplay for Carrie. Like, what can she really do? She's hoping that her teammates make the play, but Jero, great sidestep so far, but Jahan not able to connect all of his rapid touchdowns, but it means that Moon finds the Iron Hook into the Bloody Hut onto Chiku, guys. The bat impacts are starting to stack up here, but Hesam and Harath is very, very close by. Zazman, unfortunately, responds a little late to this, and now Chiku, guys, able to walk away with a kill, and Jahan the next to fall to Font as Team Mia slowly encapsulate.
Yeah, he is going to try to isolate the fight as well. Chiku, guys, he knows he's going to be out of position. For the winds of nature, he's going to be forced to back out. Meanwhile, Yu is going to be there, but no, the tear-off damage is a little bit too much. But eventually, they will trade 1 for 1, while Fonz will trade 1 as well. Chiku, guys, he's holding on. Solo shows himself, but he's taking a little bit too much damage. Doesn't have the health to do so.
Oh, he still
will
got
be
it!
stolen as well, but no! Now Yu is gonna try to run, but she will be stuck right there. The immortality keeps her alive. Chiku, guys, re-engages this, but at the same time, the back lines try to be decimated by Chiku, guys, but it is gonna be Fawns that comes up on top.
Chiku's just trying to make highlight reels right now. He didn't need to go for that, but he made the attempt anyways. And Fawns, he's very comfortable with his 11-3 KD so far, and they get an inhibitor on bottom side without doing too much. Team Eudora bouncing back.
Oh, they are fighting with all they've got here, because the biggest threat coming from Team Mia is going to be Mia herself. 11-3-9 on this marksman, and the damage is starting to rack up a little bit too much here. Meanwhile, Chiku, guys, opting to swap for a little bit more damage item, brought in the Rose Gold Meteor to deal with Solos or even Jero here so far.
At least with the extra 50% on the Lifeline unique passive on the Rose Gold Meteor, the 50% movement speed is going to be extremely useful, especially when you're up against Solos, who basically can chase anybody down from the side of Team Eudora.
Yep, but at the same time, seems like there is going to be a little bit of a stalemate. Team Eudora a little bit afraid to go in for this kind of a rapid touchdown plays, considering that we are reaching the 16-minute mark, where the respawn timers are going to start to kick in and play into as a factor here.
Let's find out. Moon's walking off the Iron Hook just to make sure that Team Eudora is aware of his presence. And you can see that Chiku already wants to get on top of his purple buff as Team Mia is on top of this Lord. They've got prime position, and this is what Team Eudora want. The rapid touchdown coming in from the flank. Moon is looking to block. Ooh, XK, but Jahan, very smart, going to go for a huge U-turn. The Lord is going to fall into the hands of Team Mia, but this fight might fall into the hands of Team Eudora as they engage 2v4 into the middle of them. Instantly a monster kill. Double. Fonz trades his life for higher, and now Moon landing an Iron Hook from blind into the bush. Chiku, guys, is able to get out of there with a Phantom Execution, but it doesn't mean that he can't fall into the Sanguine Cause. His Solos is able to trade 1 for 1 against the... Oh my god, Team Eudora. Just going back and forth here. Crazy plays all across the board.
Oh boy, that was an interesting interaction as well, because bottom lane, Pansum and Solos trade each other 1 for 1. Yu doing a fantastic job just zoning up the Lord and buying a little bit more time, but Team Mia, they don't care about the Lord. They know they've got no one defending the base, and pretty much 2 seconds left for Liquor to come online. Mia, are they going to try and make an attempt here? Moon still in position. Seems like they are going to try and trade focus on the Crystal. The rapid touchdown comes in. It's going to slam on the Harif here. Harif is going to die, but the Crystal will survive half of HP. But Team Mia, they're doing all they can to stop his bird track. And look at this. The tank Franco is just hitting on the Crystal. He doesn't care, but it's down to a 20%. He can't finish him off. The minions could not make it. And now Team Eudora, they will be able to defend with 10% health of the Crystal.
Oh, the wave just spawned and pushed out the last remaining minions from Team Mia outside of range from the Crystal. What an unfortunate turn of events where Team Mia finally had it in the bag. Team Eudora still survived.
Oh, keeping it close, making it intense. Now Solos, he's going to try and make an attempt again. He's going to try and cut the creep base, but taking a little bit too much. But Solos will also drop down to 20%. This is a joy with sustainabilities, but they need to get out. But Yu as well as Chiku, guys, will trade off Fonz, who's pretty much all by himself.
Yep, with no means to escape, and Chiku in the flank. Team Eudora encapsulate him, make sure he has no way to run. Team Mia may have to reset here, as the Lord is going to be coming up in 55 seconds. No inhibitors whatsoever. Team Eudora has a lot of housekeeping to do.
Well, interesting enough, Chiku, guys, he just sold his Thunderbelt. He's looking for a full damage build here, apparently coming from Chiku, guys. So we are going to be expecting a little bit of a switch up here in Solos. Now, a little bit underestimated damage here, but hold that thought for now. Rapid touchdown comes in, finds Harif Zasman from Team Eudora. And now Chiku guys will continue with the fight. Moon goes in for the bloody hunt. Unfortunately, doesn't have to follow up from Mia to continue this fight.
Top side, once again, needs to be reset and cleaned up, so it's going to be Yuyu's job to make it sure that it's done. Bottom side as well, the cleaning needs to be done, but Team Eudora aren't willing to send the resources just yet, knowing that solos can basically 1v1 anyone, and XK Pajahan finding Moon.
They saw this, they set it up, and Moon just stood there and got completely roadkill here. But now the Sanguine Claw catches one, they quick off Chiku guys, but the damage from Bonson is finally popped off, and he's gonna get a double kill. And now Team Eudora, they might be able to close out this game now.
I mean, they're going to get an inhibitor for sure here, but Solos, he's going to make his way forward. He wants to get on top of Bonson, but immediately gets locked down. Look here, great timing. Will have to sacrifice his life, but also needs to make sure that they're in range. Good timing. The stun comes out again. Where's the team? Potsem still holding on strong. Winds of Nature is able to make the difference. Oh my goodness. Zasman was not happy about that.
Oh, the crystals exposed. Solos, he just got back. Can he clear it in time? No, they cannot. And Team Eudora, they make the comeback. They close the game and they take a game 1.
What a game already. The amount of stress Eudora was put underneath the turrets, and more importantly, just the raw... Honestly, there is an element of just raw luck.
Oh boy, that is a pretty close one as well. But Team Mia, they almost won the game. But yeah, I agree. It came down towards the last few seconds here. It came to a lot of 50-50 coin flips coming in from both sides. But eventually, Team Eudora was able to persevere on and make a comeback in game number 1. Nevertheless, a pretty exciting game here for the All-Stars for game number 1 here, Gideon.
Oh yeah, very exciting indeed. I mean, everybody's got their own individual agenda, and more importantly, so everybody is willing to try and make some plays. It's not some kind of that standard nonsense of like, oh, I'm just going to watch you from afar, you keep your space, I'll keep my space. No, they're trying to make cool stuff happen.
Yeah, there is definitely a lot of cool stuff as well. Chiku guys, he really held on from the side of Team Eudora, making so much space for Pa'an to come up online, and multiple times it feels like there is some sort of grudge between Pa'an and Solos, because every single time Solos is just ignoring everyone and just, you know, trying to kill the marksman.
Hey, it's just life of joy, you know? You're always diving into the backline, you're always looking out for that marksman, and if you've got Vengeance on, even more reason to do so.
Yep, but nevertheless here, let's take a look at the post-game stats on how it all broke down, because interesting enough, when it came to Team Eudora, especially when it came to the itemization of Chiku guys, he started things off with a full tank build and then sold it off into the later stage of the game and went full damage. And this is where we start to see Team Mia kind of, you know, overestimated on how much damage Chiku guys could actually do at this stage of the game.
I mean, that's the idea, right? When you're trying to take out Fawns, the biggest problem is that Winds of Nature. As soon as the Winds of Nature is down, he is definitely a threat, and Chiku should be able to punish him if he goes into that full damage. If he's just raw tank, it can get a little hard because you can out-heal with the DHS, and especially with Inspire, it becomes even more difficult. But overall, just the raw damage coming out from Team Mia was already looking nuts. Like, Solos is coming out with 30% of the overall damage at 116,000 compared to Mia. Fawns at 119,000.
It's crazy how Solos has got 116k damage and Fawns with 119, right? Like you said. But at the same time, what's really even more surprising is that Chiku guys, he's the highest damage coming from Team Eudora. He's the highest damage from the side and also the most tankiest one in terms of damage taken so far with 181k. He's the whole package here. He's the tank, he's the DPS, he's everything from the side of Chiku guys.
Hey, he's trying his best here. He's still trying his best after all the amount of punishments that his team has been going through. But I think this is what it is to be expected here, right? Chiku guys as the MVP of this match, 10, 8, and 11 with a, I would say, hybrid build into full damage build.
I know, right? Like, he started things off with an War Axe, Thunder Bell, Sky Gunner helmet, everything. He's got full tank all the way through. But by the end of the game, you know what? We've reached the stage, we've got to take a gamble. He took it off, sold off his tanking items, went full damage, and just came up on top. And it's undeniable he's the MVP because, you know, Team Mia wasn't expecting it at all. But, of course, in case you missed out on how Game 1 of the All-Stars kind of looked like, this is going to be the highlights for how things went down between both Team Mia as well as Team Eudora.
Yep, right at the very beginning of the game, we could see that Fawns got super far ahead, like a ridiculous amount ahead. As a Mia, that's unheard of, and especially at a level that we're playing at right now, Fawns was able to farm up so much. Yuyu's barely could make an impact in this game, mainly even if you build full tank, it's still tough to actually deal with Mia with 4 items by the end of the game, or just a raw CC that Team Eudora actually have. Like, look here, towards the later stages of the game, even after dying now, became more relevant. Short cooldowns on that stun, making it even easier for people like Chiku guys to run down his opponents and stop key abilities.
Yeah, it came down to a situation where Lurker needed to make sure that Fawns cannot do his thing, right? Like, as long as Fawns just kind of run rampant here, Fawns is able to just kill off anyone. Look at the amount of crits he's just doing in all this team fights, and the moment Fawns dies, the majority of the damage dealing coming from Mia just completely diminishes over time. And as long as Fawns survive, well, it's going to be tough for Team Eudora to actually close out the game.
It is quite tough, and I think, you know, Team Eudora, they got to work on their early game right now, because they got very, very lucky towards the end. I mean, their base was about to be cracked here. Everything was going wrong for them. The crystal should have broken, but the wave spawned in time. It's just an unfortunate series of events.
Yeah, it is really, really unfortunate here. But in the All-Stars, it's all fun in games, and so far, that didn't seem fun at all, because that seemed pretty intense. It came down towards the last 10% of the crystal. But unfortunately, Team Mia seems like they will be 1 game behind in this full 3 game so far. But before that, earlier this start of the day, we did say that we are going to be giving away goodies for you guys. And this is going to be the first question for you guys that is going to be potentially walking away with a brand new lucky draw. The question here is, who is the captain of Team Mia? Good question. Who's the captain of Team
Who's the
Mia?
captain? I don't know. It could be a professional player. It could not be. It could be some of the cuties up there. You're gonna take a wild guess. You have a 1 in 5 chance of actually making it work. But more importantly, some of the prizes that we've seen so far, and especially from the lower third graphic, not only teach-its there is a skateboard and a full-on bike.
Why did you reveal the secret? Oh.
Look, I mean, I'm looking at that graphic. I can only trust that production is not telling us something here, and I can only assume that there are some bigger prizes coming up.
You know what's really interesting?
What's interesting?
The bike's color really, really nice. But at the same time, we are going to be jumping straight into game number 2 to see how things go down between both Team Mia as well as Team Eudora. This is where things get a little bit spicy. Will we see a revenge 1-1 series, or are we going to see a complete 2-0 coming from Team Eudora?
Well, hard to say. I mean, that game honestly was moving at a pretty decent pace, but things accelerated very, very fast. But it's time for the draft. Hopefully you guys are excited as we start rolling on into our second match of the All-Stars.
Well, the command here for game number 2 is going to be Team Eudora on the blue side and Team Mia on the red side. They are going to be switching sides for now. And I'm curious here, who's the captain for Team Mia again?
I mean, it's all there. You have a 1 in 5 chance. For those who really don't know, 1 in 5 chance to get it right. Okay, you know, I'm throwing the odds there. I'm kind that way.
Exactly. But at the same time, let's take a look at how the draft is going to be happening as well. There seems to be near identical bans coming from both sides from game number 1. Valentina, Estes, as well as Faram is being banned off. Meanwhile, this time Team Eudora, they will steal the joy away from Solos, considering how game 1 kind of went, where Solos was just completely having a personal one-to-one, heart-to-heart talk with Pansam. And it didn't go well. I'd say it just didn't go well.
It probably wasn't the most fun in the world, admittedly, but hey, you know, at least Team Eudora has some form of counterplay against it. Now, well, I don't know. Personally, when Solos played off in the MPL under the homeboys in the gold lane department, did look as good as this Joy.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And let's take a look at the draft here. It seems like Team Mia, they're getting serious this game. I guess that Moon is going to be playing the Eudora instead. This is where things... Sorry, I think Moon is going to be playing the Kaja this time instead of the Franco. So things are going to get a little bit spicy, I guess.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, you want to be able to still be relevant in the game. You want to be able to stop down the Joy at the very least. You got the Divine Judgment to make it happen. Team Eudora, on the other hand, going to be locking in once again the... boy, I'm not happy about this. But yes, the Uranus.
Oh, well, that's nothing much they could have done. Yeah, Yu is doing a fantastic job, and the Uranus on the side is making sure that the lanes are always going to be shot from side Eudora, right? We haven't seen too much of Yu's action, but at the same time, Team Mia was also struggling to actually close out the game, considering the amount of split push pressure that both Yu as well as Chiku guys was actually doing in game number 2. But Team Mia, they bring in the Z-Long. Is this a jungle Z-Long or an solo Z-Long?
Honestly, hard to tell. Like, I'm not 100% sure about this one, my guy. Maybe we might see solos actually play in the EXP lane. I think that's a bit of a troll. I do hope we see Chiku actually pick it up in the jungle, or maybe solos go into the jungle and Chiku goes into the EXP lane. Who knows?
Well, that's the thing, right? It's so unpredictable when it comes to the All-Stars, right? Like, anything can happen. But at the same time, I'm curious to see how the Z-Long is going to be doing here, especially the XP. We've heard a lot of rumors here, like there are a lot of interesting Z-Long spammers that pushed all the way to MG, but that's the thing, right? How often does it actually work?
Well, I mean, one thing you can guarantee with Z-Long is that you can kill an entire backline by yourself if it is centered around one marksman. And that's the thing, Z-Long's really good at, like, one guy on the enemy team, I don't want you to play the game. And the same goes for Kaja. So they got to work together here. They got to separate their resources and split up the enemy team in case if one goes down, the other succeeds.
Okay, I'm curious to see how it goes. But as the bans here, we do see the Atlas ban once again coming from Team Mia. Doesn't really want to do with the Atlas wombo combo strategies. Meanwhile, Team Eudora going for the Farsa ban here to try and stop the mage coming in from Jero. So far, the Cecilia in the previous game was looking pretty good here coming from Team Mia. So I guess Team Eudora just don't really want to deal with this annoying long-range artillery mages just because of how Eudora doesn't have that kind of capabilities.
No, it's a lot about just bush play, right? You're looking to catch people off guard. You're looking to make a flicker on top of somebody to make it happen. It can get a little difficult at times because you feel like you can never get in the right place at the right time when needed to be. But that's Eudora in a nutshell. Now, looking at the second half of the bans, right? I mean, it's pretty. It feels very standard. It looks exactly the same, maybe for the second ban phase for Team Eudora compared to game number 1.
Well, it seems like Team Eudora, they're hovering to try and ban off the Eve. They have about 10 more seconds to decide. XK but Jaha is still thinking, what is he going to ban? But it seems like he is going to ban Helgerd. What?
I kind of like that. I kind of like that. It makes sense. Like, as a Eudora player, as a mage player, the one thing you hate are assassins, and assassins that turn off your vision is really annoying.
Okay, fair enough. That might be the case, but Team Mia, what are they gonna play? They're thinking about what kind of mages here. I was expecting maybe they bring in the Zaz, but they're thinking about bringing in the Cyclops coming from Jero, Veil, Eudora, Aurora. Oh, they're thinking.
He's cycling between the 3 options right now, and I'm liking all of them, you know? I was hoping to see either Cyclops or Aurora, but hey, you know, I'll take a Veil. I'll take a Veil.
Yeah, I'll take a Veil. At least he's really flashy, right? If you get really, like, a 3-man knock-up into a ult, boom, someone's gonna die eventually.
And I'm curious to see what upgrades he goes for. That's another thing. I feel like he doesn't necessarily have to go damage this game. He can just go for just raw CC.
Yeah, I would actually prefer the raw damage, but with a little bit of CC, to be honest. But
the signature.
Team Eudora, they bring in the Natalia. But the question here is, who's gonna jungle? Because it seems like they're not jungling at all.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah, like it's supposed to be Natalia jungle, right?
Hey,
technically-ish.
This could be a Uranus jungle.
Okay. You know, Team Mia, they bring in the Julian.
Oh wait, are they? Wait, both sides.
Wait. Julian's playing a jungle Julian coming from Team Mia. Meanwhile, Team Eudora. Okay, we are gonna see a jungle Joy from Chiku, guys.
Sad.
Okay, you know, it's okay. I think it's pretty, you know, safe to play a Joy jungle, considering that, you know, when he was first introduced, people were debating where Joy should be. People were trying whether it's jungle, whether it's XP. Now I want to see how Chiku plays it on jungle, to be honest.
All right. I mean, we're going to see Chiku really show off some of his mechanics here. And I mean, his team is going to be confident in him. But XK getting the signature Natalia. I'm very excited to see how he plays and how this is actually going to start affecting the map. Because if this snowballs out of control, it feels like Team Mia has got to run for their money.
Yep, it is going to be a very, very interesting one as well because Team Eudora, they took game 1. Will Team Mia be able to bounce back with this Natalia pick here? Very, very interesting because it is going to be all hands on deck as we jump into its game number 2 for the All-Stars 2023.
All right, let's get right into this here. It's going to be Team Eudora on blue side, Team Mia on red. And it looks like Team Mia is going to get some early information about the jungle start of Chiku on the orange side of his map. Julian also going to be mirroring it. But I don't know. The Zilong pick from Solos, like, he is confident. He's going for high and dry. He wants to win this 1v1.
Well, that's the thing, right? If XK and Pajama gets a dive onto its Solos, he is going to have a little bit of a rough time. But if XK and Pajama misses his smokes, well, Solos is going to potentially 1 to 2 shots with his Punjab. So I guess it's going to be a mix and match, game of rock, paper, scissors. But it feels like Team Eudora, they're playing safe for now.
Yeah, Jero instantly seeing the exclamation mark above his head. He's like, nah,
nope, I'm out of there.
I am out. I do not want to be messing around. I'm gonna sit by my jungler right now. I think that's a good idea.
I guess so as well. But XK Punjab, he's hovering onto the purple buff. He's down to his half HP. He's thinking to try and invade Harif Zazman. He's going to try and force a retribution. And no, XK Punjab, he stole it.
Oh.
He actually stole it.
Oh, he gets away with this. I can't believe he actually gets away with this. And Pansem is going to make sure to cover Punjab's escape, punishing Moon for walking up when a majority of the teammates, and especially with Solos here, a level down on Chiku, guys. Can't do anything as Chiku pops the ult, is absolutely demolishing the members of Team Mia, all of them of which haven't hit their own level 4s.
Okay, that's a little bit too much damage here, but Chiku, guys, is looking to extend this here alongside with XK Punjab. At double assassins, instantly takes down Jero. Team Eudora, very confident this game.
They're running fast.
Wait, did I see this right?
Did you see what right?
A Layla?
A Layla? Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, I think this was already... Don't worry about it. Don't think too much about it. She's fine. She's fine. She's not doing that bad.
Okay. A Layla versus Mia matchup. El Clasico, the true legends of legends when it comes to mobile legends.
The legacy that these two heroes have done to our solo queue. No surprises here, but the split push is still going on. Chiku on top of Solos right now. Solos, I don't think he wants to mess with this. He has his ultimate pop, but Chiku doesn't want to commit fully on this. Rather interesting, but he's going to instantly invade the jungle. They've already got the kill on Harith Zazman, who is struggling to hit his own level 4.
Now, XK but Jahat is going to be completely decimating this fight, and this is where things get a little bit more interesting because as of now, Team Mia, they're having a little bit of problem dealing with him, but once they get those timings, they're able to get some sort of farm, especially for Fawns, things are going to be all good. But the question here is, how do they itemize against this?
Well, I mean, at least against Chiku, you don't have to worry about the vengeance anymore. You just have to worry about not dying. So there's an argument for Twilight Armors to be made here, especially against Banjahat as well. Winsome Nature is probably a must for Mia, but Fawns, he is not getting the same start he did in game number 1.
Oh, Moon now is going to try and pick off Hansam. He's saving up his Divine Judgment for potentially Punjahad, but seems like doesn't even need it as well. But Chiku, guys, he shows himself as well. Moon finally goes for the Divine Judgment. Oh, he misses the timing with Jero, and he's going to be A-OK. SK Punjahad will be able to snipe him down. Meanwhile, Harith Zazman misses the full Julian combo, and Solos not too happy about Punjahad. He finds him off, but Chiku, guys, is able to intercept and trade 1-for-1 as well.
Oh, not enough damage to take out Solos at the same time. The initial burst was good, but it starts to fall off towards the later half of those beats. So Chiku has to be proactive on the map to continuously get ahead. And Harith Zazman just struggling right now. 2 levels now, getting harassed by both Chiku guys as well as Punjahad on the Natalia.
Yeah, this seems to be a completely different game from game number 1. Team Mia had a pretty good, decent start, but this time they are struggling against this Joy. And now Chiku, guys, is going to completely bully Harith Zazman despite the combos coming in. Chiku says, I don't care. I'm going to tank through all of that.
No, Lakir unable to get in time. The stun comes up. Afon's able to press his ult just in time, so when he gets stunned, he's invisible. And Lakir can't follow up with his abilities. Good reaction.
Yep, unfortunately, there's going to be a little bit of problem for them, but the flicker coming from Pansem is going to be able to get out here. But Mia, Team Mia, is going to have a difficult time here as they are going to try and babysit Fawns for a little bit more farm down bottom side. Meanwhile, top side, Solos is going to be getting a little bit greedy. Yu is level 7. She is going to try and force a vengeance play. XK with Jaha looking for the snipe down. Do they have the damage? Solos pulls him on the side, but eventually XK Banjad still has one more dash.
All right, his execute was still not available. Now it's off of his cooldown, so everybody who's low has to be worried. I thought Solos was going to die way sooner there. I'm surprised for how long he actually managed to hold on there. But looking at the mid lane, Jiro surviving a full combination coming out of Lakir. Very early combination. More so, I'm surprised it didn't kill him at this stage of the game.
Yeah, and as of now, Team Eudora, they are still looking for Hansia Moon. Oh, he went for the flicker play. Couldn't get the Divine Judgment, and Chiku immediately emotes and taunts him. Oh no, you hate to see it here. But bottom lane, Solos. He tries to go for the pull, but could not kill Bansum in time.
Bansum was fine. He had the ult. If he wanted to get a kill, he would have gotten the kill. Luckily, his friends are there to make sure it happens. And now Banjad's the one with an incredible start. 6-1 and 1 with execute as well. Chiku guy secures the kill on the Fons underneath the
no.
he dies here.
He's dead.
He dies for that. That's so sad. That's a huge shutdown.
Yeah, that's a very, very huge one as well. Team Mia finally gets a little bit of reading room, but for how long? Because XK Banjad is going to be there, but the combos for Barry Sussman does connect, and XK Banjad looking to make a retreat here, while Ban Sam will scare him off with the ult coming in. Look here now.
Solos.
Limited damage, but Solos looking for the flank. Unfortunately, Team Eudora playing it safe. They will back out.
Oh, Pan Sam. He was running. I think if Solos continued just chasing him down, he probably would have gotten a kill. But speaking of which, Moon is able to get the Divine Judgment to make it easy for the Julian to finally bounce back into this game. One kill after so long. Thank God.
Yep, they do have a little more space here. Team Eudora now going to try and stop Solos from going for this kind of rat strategy. But Solos now, he is going to be looking for a couple of pills here. XK, but Jaha, does he fight it? But no, Solos gets the first out of his wall, but he is going to go for the retreat here. Pops is out, gets away. Turtle going to be the focus from Team Mia, but Team Eudora, they're all here to say hello as Chiku guy shows himself as Solos runs for his life. He sidesteps with the jungle, and he's going to be able to survive this. He dodges Bansum's ultimate as well. Chiku guys, he made a mistake, and Team Mia is able to outplay them now as they turn the tides. They get to XK Banjad with the flank from behind, tries to take Fawns off, and he will kill him off, where the rest of Team Mia still chasing onto his Bansum. They don't want to let him off the hook, and they will finally take him down.
Oh my goodness, Bansum was kiting that out for so long, and now Banjad just stuck 1v1 against Solos, falls right into the NATO, and finally Banjad falls. Another big shutdown falling into the hands of Team Mia, while Yu this entire time has been split pushing and dominating the lane.
What a way to fight here coming in from Team Mia. What a way to bait this fight in Solos with the Zilong outplay. I've never thought that you can actually play Zilong like that, and guess what? That's why he's the pro. That's why he's the Maharaja, baby.
Well, he's the Emperor for a reason, man. Legacy players still have that skill around them, that aura of polish, but now it's up to Chiku. And 1v1ing against Moon. He knows he's not going to get a lot of damage, but it's about the show of presence.
Yep, at the same time as well, Solos is starting to hurt a little bit here. Yu is a Uranus, so does have the damage to actually do so as well. Moon not going to be able to tank Hansa very, very soon here. Forced to recall back as Team Mia grouping up, afraid of what XK Banjad might be doing to them. But as soon as I say this, here he comes. He goes in for the dive as well. Jiro goes in for a setup. What? What is the damage?
No execute, no kills. It's come to that point where SK Banjad is starting to fall off, and Chiku guys will get a solo kill of his own. Runs into Fawns, loses 50% of his HP, thinks, wait a second, I should have just stuck on top of Fawns. Didn't realize how much damage he actually has, and gives the kill over to Fawns.
Okay, what a comeback. Team Mia, the equalizer score. Ban Sam now gonna be farming the tier 1s down bottom, but at the same time, he is out of position here. Solos might be able to get a kill. Solos sees his target. He's going to go for it. And bottom lane, they will finish bomb. And it's going to be an easy takedown for Solos.
And this is why Zilong's annoying. He just chooses one person to not play the game. And this time it's going to be Moon. And times it well. But Jaha will use the execute though. A bit disrespectful coming in from Moon. Really, he was really testing his luck. He tried, man. But Panjahat, I don't think he's going to go for this. He knows that he can't take solos on, but he can damage him a little bit.
Oh, he's going to pull him out in solos. He will be popping the out. He's going to try and make a run for it here. Team Eudora will be able to play catch-up against this Z Long. But the Lord just spawned down in the bottom lane. That means Team Eudora is going to be having a very, very difficult time if they do not shove up those lanes. Because as of now, Team Mia, they're setting up an ambush for Yuyu. And look at Yuyu, she's just playing it very, very safe.
Extremely safe. And I think, Yuyu is pulling pressure towards herself. And it's forcing people from the members of Team Mia to actually respond to it. Because if they don't do anything about it, this is going to be a very big problem, a pestilence even. They're losing turrets for pretty much no reason. Probably should be playing on the opposite side of the map, but Team Eudora have their eyes set on the fight.
Yep, and as of now, here comes the pull. Look here, it's going to be the first one to fall. Solos, he's hanging on, but he has the protection of Fawns as he takes down both Lakir as well as Majahat. Chiku, guys, forced to bail out of the fight. Yuyu interjects his way through, with the vengeance, but it's not gonna do her enough as she gets taken down. But Moon catches up Chiku, guys, and they will not be able to finish bomb on Bansa. Tries to man up, but it's not gonna be enough as a numbers advantage favor Mia.
Yep, it's not looking good right now. Fawns, he's got the farm, he's got the kills, he's got the EXP, he's got everything that he needs to take Fawnsem on in that 1v1, except for crit. But here's the thing, Fawns, he's been crying right now. He has been getting so annoyed at the fact that he gets 2-tapped by Chiku every single time that Chiku pops his ult.
Yeah, it's so annoying considering that Chiku, guys, is doing a fantastic job zoning the fight, but Jero, Gamer Snipe doesn't commit the out, but here comes the retribution, and Jero, he knows he's dead. He just gives up. He knows he's dead.
I mean, he doesn't have any battle spells. He didn't have his ult. Like, he knew the end was here.
Oh, hate to see it, but Solos, he's gonna be in trouble. But it was a bait, but no, it's not gonna do him any good. But he will gladly trade 1-for-1 as Fawns will get a nice kill. Moon scares off the remaining members of Eudora, but they will secure the purple buff for Harry Zosman now.
Yep, and underneath the tower, 2v1. Oh! The Winter Truncheon just in time! Outplays it! Fawns just stands in the beats!
What? Fawns, he thought he could have gotten the kill, but it was completely baited out with the Winter Drunken Chuku, guys. The balls on this guy, the confidence. And now he is going to start things with the Lord. With no Fawns in the picture, it's no problemo for Team Eudora.
Yeah, no way that Harry Zosman is able to actually compete with this. He's been 2 levels down the entire game. So trying to steal a neutral objective away from Chiku, who has that level lead, which means that his retribution is bigger than normal. It's a tough contestation.
Yeah, it is definitely a very, very tough one indeed. Meanwhile, Team Mia, they're grouping up on the top side. They need to make a play for Fawns, but with the Winter Trunken cooldown up on towards Chiku, guys, hopefully they find an opportunity to burst him down, because as of yet, he's just so far ahead in terms of net worth. He's got all the decent items, necessary items as well. Moon's got rating number, but eventually it's not going to be enough, especially considering how mobile Chiku, guys, is.
We say that, but let's not forget that Lakir, anybody walking into Lakir's range is going to get one-shot now with a Divine Glaive already booked in. So, Team Mia has got to be very careful with the way they actually enter these fights. And I think, Lakir and as well as Pansim have to work together. They need to make sure that Solos is not jumping towards them. If not, at least they can guarantee some trades.
Yeah, definitely indeed. But now Purple Buff coming in. Divine Judgment comes in, and Chiku, guys, annihilated. A great chain coming from Harry Zussman, and now Team Eudora, they need to make a run for it, as well as Pansub doesn't have the damage to contest this. And Team Mia, they are able to trade 2 for 2. Meanwhile, XK Pajahat trying to go back towards the rat base here, and with that rat in play, he forces Fawns in this awkward position, but Jero, as well as Solos, will save Fawns' life in this engagement.
Oh, he needed just a little bit more damage. If you see that red bar go past that final one, that would have been enough, but this is to be expected. Solos, he's come to a point where he's just running down upon Sim without the help of Eudora at Appeal, without the help of Yuyu, and honestly, Yuyu, she can't even do too much against Solos running down his main targets.
Yeah, it might be over as well. Yuyu, he got pulled back, and that's going to be Mia taking him out. The damage coming from Jero is starting to scale up in this fight, and Team Mia, they somehow hold on, they somehow fight back, and now they're exactly threatening the base here. Solos goes for an aggressive play, takes down Lurker with him as they try to create bodies for this. But seems like Team Mia, they're not going to continue this fight, knowing that Chiku Guys is alive though.
Yeah, I'm surprised with the amount of gold Team Mia actually has. It's 22-16, and yet the gold score, and especially the differential, is only 1.3k, or 1.1k in this particular case. It's not going anywhere for Team Mia despite having more kills. Like, both are in the exact same position. Both don't have a mid inhibitor. Both sides are looking to control the side lanes a little bit more, but they also have to stick relatively close together in very specific pairs.
Oh my goodness, look at the bottom lane as well. Again, XK Bajan is going to try and threaten this as well. Harif Sassman is going to be there to provide the assistance, but that gives information for Team Eudora to going for the fight. But look at this cheeky play from Mia. They're looking for the flank. They're trying to find information. Chiku Guys is trying to force reactions, and Team Eudora, they know exactly what Team Mia is trying to do, and they don't have the information on Team Eudora, while Team Eudora has full information on where they might have been.
Yeah, speaking of forced interactions, having all of that trapped, everybody, as soon as they saw Solos died, straight away started channeling the recall, and now they're going to rush this down. Look here, waiting in ambush, knowing that somebody's probably going to walk through that lane. It doesn't matter who, they just need to get this pick. And, well, they've got the Lord already, so really, they're in no position to complain.
Yep, Team Eudora now gonna be looking for a play. Moon tried to go for the Divine Judgment catch. Unfortunately, won't be able to do so. With the Lord knocking in, Team Eudora is going to be putting all their backs into this fight, whereas Team Mia, they have to throw bodies for this.
Yeah, but Jahat's going to clear bottom side, so that means it's a 4v5 up top side. This does end up breaking into an altercation, but Lord is already pushing. They synchronize the waves very, very nicely coming in from Team Eudora.
Yep, it is going to be a tough one. Yu finding scouts out where Solos is as well. Harif Sassman is caught out by Chiku Guys. He needs to get out. But with the out coming from Jero is going to provide a little bit more assistance. Yu going to be focused down, but Solos gets taken out by Pansum instead. The Lord will be taken out from Team Mia, but Team Eudora, they can't get any more out of this, but they are going to try with 5v4 in the bags. And with Team Mia still alive from Team Mia, it's a little bit too risky to breach high ground right now.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, high ground defense was an issue to begin with, and now Fonz, oh, he gets Flicker on top of, straight away is able to get out of that with the help of his ult, that Purify coming out big time for Fonz. Well-timed ult.
Oh my goodness, Fonz, what a mechanically gifted player, but at the same time, Team Eudora, they lost Lurker, but they are happy with just trading off inhibitors. But let's take a look at the items real quick as well. We just see Immortality up on Lurker, but at the same time, final items here, he still has space for the Winter Trunket, so it's going to be all good. But Fonz is just fully decked out as of now.
Yeah, they are, oof. Oh, situation items at best at this point, and Chiku with his full damage build, it is, people disappear. They just absolutely disappear. But the same can be said about Jiro, right? He's come to a point where he actually really hurts. Unlucky.
The nerves are getting onto his moon as well. They are going to try and force a fight, and Solos finds Pansem, and that's going to be huge for Team Mia. No Layla, and that is going to be a little bit of a winning factor. Meanwhile, the assassins coming from Eudora, both XK and Jahan and Chiku Guys, is just wrapping around from behind. They know exactly where Team Mia is, and they're just dodging fights, trying to stall time for Pansum's respawn time. And this chase is actually buying so much time, and they can't seem to catch him at all. And finally, Solos gives chase. Will he get the animation? But no, he turns back. They give up. They give up.
I don't know why they decided to give up. I mean, they're just so deep in the rabbit hole, you might as well get to the very end of it. But Jahan, it's too difficult. It's too difficult, way too risky to commit to, especially since they have no inhibitors and a lot of housekeeping to do to make sure that they don't just lose because of the minions backdooring them.
Yeah, they have to find a play, and so far Team Mia, they've been roaming around to try and set out a potential trap for Team Eudora, but it's so difficult to do so. I like how safe Team Eudora is, especially with how Chiku and XK and Jahan is roaming around. They're getting so much valuable information, unless XK and Jahan walks in the wrong bush, but he is in the right bush for now. Whereas Team Mia, they somehow time their rotations very nicely, but they still haven't found anyone yet.
Yeah, they've been here for a while. They tried to set this up earlier as well, right? They tried to set it up around the purple buff, but now
Why is everybody in the safe push? But hold that thought for now. Here comes the concealed plays. They're looking for Pan. Sam Moon is going for it as well, but seems like they will take down Yu first. And here he comes. They take an easy 2 kills, and that's going to be the Lord taken down. And now Chiku, guys, he's going to buy time for display. He will gladly pay with his life. Meanwhile, Jahan looking to rat the base, and he will focus on the crystal. Oh, sneaky little guy. Wow, what a way to close things out. Oh, the sneaky little rat plays coming in from XK Bajahat.
It's a little disappointing, of course, but hey, XK Panjaha, it's a classic for him. Still managing to find the right targets, but Chiku was just so very huge that game. But let's start over to LaFell to have a chit-chat with the winners as well as the losers of this game.
Itulah dia pemenang untuk Mobile Legends Bang Bang All-Star Match 2023 Team Eudora. Dengan ni kita nak menjemput Team Mia dan juga Team Eudora untuk naik ke atas pentas. Punyalah stres kalau dalam satu match tu ada Natalia, ada Zilon, tiba-tiba ada situation split push. Sebelum kita berbual dengan pemenang, kita nak berbual dulu dengan Team Mia. Tapi sebenarnya yang saya nak berbual ada dengan Harif Tasman. Sebenarnya, okay, main jungler, main sebenarnya perform tau. Memang banyak training ke sebelum hari ni?
Sebelum saya datang sini, bini saya yang ajar saya.
Oh ya?
Yes, betul.
Bini awak yang ajar?
Betul. Sebenarnya saya rasa ragu-ragu bila nak join ni. Tapi bini saya cakap, ada solos, ada moon kat situ. Apa lagi? Join lah. So sebab bini saya join sini. Yes.
Gila lah, awak punya bini memang terbaik
Memang terbaik, betul.
Awak pun terbaik, tapi memang kita punya tradition kalau All-Star Match kan, siapa yang dia punya popularity lebih sikit, semua orang akan kejar dia tau. Jadi dalam game tadi, game pertama dan game kedua, ada tak rasa macam kena target?
Ada, terutama sekali Pak An saya nampak tadi, dia memang ada personal dengan saya tak tahu apa. Tapi insyaAllah lepas ni kita main lagi, okay? Boleh?
Ya, sebab kita walaupun dah menang 2-0 untuk Team Eudora, tapi kita ada revenge match selepas ni, di mana saya pun nak tanya dekat Moon dah tengok game pertama dengan game kedua, agak-agak game ketiga akan ada apa-apa perubahan ke yang korang nak bawa untuk lawangan dorang ni?
Perubahan tu maybe kita akan buat disebabkan, tapi tak banyak lah. Tak banyak lah. Mungkin kita ubah sikit-sikit je kan. Tadi pun hampir dah nak menang. Nasib baik je.
Itulah, dia pergi push je.
2 game tu hampir dah nak menang tu.
Tak gentleman, lawan lah. Tak
gentleman, fight lah depan.
Nak pergi dekat sebelah-sebelah pula. Tapi anyways, thank you very much Team Mia. Dekat sini boleh fist bump, you guys boleh pergi dekat belakang untuk korang strategize dulu untuk kita interview dengan pemenang pula. So dekat sini boleh bagi mic, you guys boleh fist bump dulu. Fist bump tunjuk sportsmanship, baru boleh pergi stand by kat belakang. Kita nak interview pemenang pula. Lepas tu saya ambil fist bump cakap, kau. Ini lebih-lebih pula tadi Okay, dekat sini kita bersama dengan Team Eudora, di mana saya sebenarnya nak tanya Yuyu yang nama? Ya. Okay, so you guys boleh stand. I nak tanya, you main EXP lane, you 1v1 dengan solos. Macam mana perasaan? Main-main tak tahu kena 1v1 dengan solos?
Tak tahu, tengok solos. Bilah ni mesti kena bantai dengan solos, takut.
Tapi tak kena bantai tau.
Tak, masa main tu kena hak tahu je lah, takut sangat nampak solo.
Hak tahu pun asal menang. Tapi dengan ni, kita juga nak interview kita punya MVP. Tapi kita nak kena announce MVP dekat Mobile Legends Bang Bang All-Star Match 2023 adalah Penjahat Captain. Penjahat tu dapat. Awak dah ada mic, tak apa. Macam mana perasaan dapat MVP? Kenapa split push? Tak lawan pun
Tak, benda tu kami sudah kira-kira tadi. Sudah di matematik. Kami sudah sudah matematik tadi. Okay, korang sini pura-pura load. Nanti kau jangan bagi dia balik. Okay, aku end.
Okay. Dalam kiraan matematik tu, nak tanya juga, cikgu guys, sebab biasanya main MPL, awak shot call. Dalam game ni awak shot call juga ke?
Tak, tadi pilihan yang kata
kami sama-sama.
Bukan, dia kata jangan pergi balik kalau boleh.
Jangan bagi balik. Lepas tu dia ikut cakap kau.
Saya tahan
sudah matematik. Kami sudah awal kira-kira. Dari awal lagi sudah kami kira-kira.
Okay lah, sini pun sebenarnya nak tanya. Kan, memang tradition, kalau apa nama dia? Kita main, lalu kita main damage dealer, kita akan sentiasa kena target. Awak pun rasa macam kena target banyak ke tadi?
Yelah, saya rasa macam diorang tak suka saya.
Dia tak suka awak?
Diorang tak suka saya.
Game ketiga rasanya diorang lagi benci kot.
Itulah, tapi saya harap lepas ni saya boleh buat diorang delete lah ML ni. Dia rasa menyesal lah jumpa saya.
Buat nak delete ML. Kita akan nampak sebab kita akan pergi kepada game ketiga. Jadi dekat sini lagi sekali saya nak ucapkan tahniah kepada Team Eudora. You guys boleh pergi kepada backstage juga sebab untuk lawan game ketiga. Dengan ni, kita akan pass balik kepada Kasus untuk tengok stats dan juga highlights dalam game kita sebelum kita masuk pada game ketiga. So Kasus, harap you guys dah ready sebab I nak pass kepada you guys.
Man's got skills. He's got quick math. It's all about the math. It's all about calculations. And he got the W just by calculating the odds on how to win the game. 2-0 is the name of the game. And Team Eudora seems to be winning this entire All-Stars.
I mean, they are looking great, but the question is whether they can win 3 for 3. They're 2 for 0 right now, but we still have one more matchup later on. But in the meantime, just to make sure that the teams have their little changes that need to be done, make sure you answer the question. Which Torak player is playing for Team Eudora? And no hints on this one. I think we all had a look of what happened on stage. We all had a look at the names too. So if you weren't paying attention, that's on you guys.
I think it's Formies. I really think it's Formies.
Oh,
you know.
Really?
Yeah, it might be Formies that is actually the captain here, the player coming in.
No, it's Malik. It's logic. You know?
It might be.
Coach Behave is the one that's making the difference.
Yeah, it might be the case as well because it all comes down to quick math. You might be the ones actually playing here, secretly playing, but you guys gotta figure out answers, type it down in the comments, and we'll be selecting it for you guys. But now, to see how things went down in game number 2, this is gonna be the post-game stats for Team Eudora as well as Team Mia. And interesting enough, we do see Chiku guys going for a full damage jungle build on this Joy and is still able to pop off with 8, 5, and 4.
I mean, you think that's crazy, and then you look at Harith Zazman, and he himself goes for a almost a full damage build, but a lot of it is just compensated, right? You go for the Clock of Destinies into the Genius Wand of all things, didn't even go for the Lightning Truncheon at all, and gave himself some extra sustain with an Oracle and as well as Brute Force Breastplate, so he can just go in, do the combo, run out as quickly as he can.
Yeah, that's the thing about the combos, right? Like, I feel like based on what we're seeing here coming from Team Mia, is that they didn't have a solution for Escape and Jahad, right? Like they needed somebody to actually tank the initial burst coming from in, probably with a Dreadnought armor here and there, but it was just so very difficult just because of how disruptive Chiku guys has been in all these team fights. You can see even in the hero damage department as well, Chiku guys got 80,000 damage overall. Escape and Jahad, he's doing 44,000, but the majority of the time from Team Eudora, what they're doing is that they have this double assassins that can cut the back lines, which forces Team Mia to give up so much map control towards the entirety of the fight.
Yeah, I mean, there's only one of Moon on this Gaja. He's trying his absolute best to try and cover both sides, but it's tough, especially with our MVP in XK Pajaha on that Natalia. As much as you want to save your Divine Judgment for the Joy, XK Punjahad has been making sure the marksmen did not have a good time.
Exactly. Even solos as well is having a very, very difficult time to go in for those kind of split push. So it all comes down to XK Punjahad's quick math. And the man has pretty much won the game with 962 KDA. And, well, Rigging the Crystal is the objective on winning those games. And that's pretty much what they did. They lost the man for the Lord fight, but it's okay. We just finished the Crystal.
I mean, that's the end of the game, right? That's why it's always important to be thinking about how to end the game more than you are thinking about Lord, because it's just one piece of the puzzle. Let's have a look at the highlights just in case you guys are just tuning in. In the second matchup, we did see a bit of an adjustment from either side. Chiku decided, you know what? I'm going to go all out greedy. I just want to build full damage, jump into the back line, and get free kills.
At the same time, Chiku guys was just so far ahead, considering that he knows he has the level advantage. He knows as a jungler, he's been denying Harith Zasman his opportunities to farm as efficiently compared to him. So he's always taking those initial dives to actually get as many kills as possible to slow down their economy. But eventually, Team Mia, they were able to push back by getting a very, very interesting kill here as they managed to pick up Pansa. But little do they know, Punjahan was the one that's always threatening the backlines as well.
I mean, he tried his best. There were moments in the mid game where you can definitely see he wasn't securing kills without the execute, and it kind of, unfortunately, it does show some of the weaknesses of the Natalia, and especially if we're thinking of it in a pro play sense. But especially when you're playing in one of these fun matches, right? You can get away with a lot more, right? And that's why XK Penjahat, he's purposely farming kills. He's not looking to give them over. He wants to snowball out of control.
Yeah, and when it came down to this final moments as well, Team Mia was just so invested in this Lord fight. They were able to get kills. Chico was just buying time as well, stalling them as a bait. And this was the biggest bait set up by Chico, guys, that allow XK Penjahat to just completely patrol and escort the waves in towards the crystal and take it away from Team Mia. So well done to Team Eudora. GG, well played. Great math skills coming from XK Penjahat to make that call.
Great math indeed. And you know, for game number 3, we are expecting to see a couple of adjustments from either side, probably in the support pick maybe, or maybe the EXP. It's a little tough to say because Yu, all we've seen so far is that she's been playing the Uranus. Obviously, there's a little bit of intimidation because you're going up against Maharaja solos, and I don't know. I don't prefer stepping on the Emperor's toes.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can see Yu was just hugging all towards the towers the majority of the time. But I'm looking forward to see how they say. But before that, we have a special segment up on stage with Lafel taking you through some very, very interesting matches here. I heard there is going to be some music involved. So stay tuned. Lafel, take it away.
Terima kasih banyak kepada kita punya casters, BM dan juga English. Nah, before I nak sebut pasal match, again, just nak tengok the artboard dekat sini is so beautiful. I tak tahu nak bagi artboard ataupun mural. Jadilah bintang 2023 All-Star siapa kai songkok. Now, you guys dah nampak match dah 2-0. Tetapi kita ada lagi satu match. This is a potential revenge match untuk pasukan Mia. So keep tuned because ada lagi satu giveaway kita nak bagi. Dan juga sebelum kita masuk ke dalam match ketiga, kita ada lagi satu surprise entertainment untuk you guys. Surprise performance. Dengan ni, marilah kita terus menjemput ke atas pentas DJ Joe.
Welcome to Mobile Legends. No longer asleep, there's warmth in my skin and room in my heart to plan a new dream. Memories are born, I long to connect, joining in song, paths and ascent. Find your spirit, find your might, sing and even as we fight on a mission to protect. Keep the energy intact. Music is power, infinite power, joy is our pride, praise is the love, it's the
rhythm, I really cannot hold back. It's the energy inside of me and I'll show that. Even if it's beautiful, I want you to lose it. Getting into it anytime I'm feeling the music. Only thing that I'm thinking of is more than infatuation, I gotta call it love. You gotta live with it, so magnificent, ain't no stopping.
Jadilah bintang, be the superstar.
Thank you very much, DJ Joe, for the awesome performance. I feel energetic, energized, electrifying. Tapi macam mana sekalipun, kita nak masuk pada game ketiga di mana sesama main rank. Ini adalah ayat maut. Ayat maut dia adalah tak apa-apa. Last game. Last game. This is the final match antara Team Mia dan juga Team Eudora. Boleh ke tidak Team Mia mendapatkan satu revenge point ataupun Team Eudora akan sapu bersih dengan kilat turun ke bawah 3-0. Dengan tu, kita akan terus pergi kepada Kasus untuk tengok match terakhir kita hari ini.
Welcome back to the show and thank you guys so much DJ Joe for that amazing performance here, because I was completely vibing to his music all the way through and I certainly enjoyed that.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect another performance to actually be cracking here today at the All-Stars, but that doesn't mean that we aren't done just yet. We still have one game left and this one is fun and has some special rules.
Exactly. Now, when it comes to Team Mia as well as Team Eudora, Team Mia will be forced to pick Mia and 4 more fighters, whereas Team Eudora is forced to pick a mage and 4 marksmen.
I don't know, it feels, personally, I'm feeling like it's a little imbalanced here, but there could be some interesting solutions. I'm hoping for Popo and Koopa, I'm hoping for, well, maybe a Eudora, but then again, you know, it doesn't fall into the right categories, but there's still many ways to actually play around it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how it all goes down as well, because, you know, you gotta remember, if I'm not mistaken, Edith is technically a marksman, so technically, they have their tank covered there, unless it is gonna be banned here. But without further ado, we are gonna be jumping into the fun match here, and this is gonna be game number 3, when we are going to be looking forward to see how Team Mia is going to be able to come back here, because is Team Mia going to lose this entire All-Stars with absolutely not a single victory, or are we going to see Team Mia fight back with one game at least?
To Team Mia's credit, they were very close in both of those games. I would say game 1 more so than game number 2. But now that we're in game number 3, there is a little bit of an interesting dynamic here, right? I mean, the special rules and knowing that your opponent is going to be playing a specific hero, they are going to be banning out all the support systems, right? Like, Eudora has to be paired up with a bunch of marksmen. Popo and Koopa, I was hoping to see it, gone.
Oh, I like it, you know. I like that how Mia is just straight up just banning off all those S-tier marksmen, right? Like, I think another good shout would be just banning off the Edith. Is just one of those that has very strong tech. Okay, never mind. Let's go! I'm so good at this game.
Look, you got to get rid of those interesting marksmen, the utility marksmen that kind of help everybody else. You want, ideally, Team Mia wants Team Eudora to have like the weakest early game marksmen as possible, because you're playing all fighters technically.
Wait a minute, what did it ban? Oh yeah, Julian technically is a mage/fighter, so it makes sense why Team Eudora is actually banning it. So I'm curious to see what Mia is going to be picking here. Obviously, Mia is going to be the first pick, right?
I mean, they don't have to,
right? They can just, you know, open things up, you know, pick whatever fighter they want.
I think they should pick the fighters now while they still can. Like Yu Zhong, really, really good. Cho, really, really good. Anybody who can close the gap, essentially, is going to be relevant in this matchup.
Hey, technically, Cho is a pretty decent tank here, so he is going to be picking up the Cho from the side of Team Mia. Eudora, what's going to be a response here? But I feel like they should not, I agree with what you said as well, not prioritizing on the Mia or the Eudora, just pick off all those marksmen's priority before it gets towards the second phase, where it is going to be banned here. But we do see a Layla as well as a carry coming in from Team Eudora.
Tough call.
Could this be a Layla tank?
I mean, this could be the Layla tank that we've all heard from the stories, but I personally would have thought of like maybe you secure the Granger, at least you have a guaranteed jungler, maybe a Yi Shin Shin so you can play around the map a little bit more, you know. I'm thinking of utility ults that kind of give you a bit of an advantage, especially when you're making a move as a squad.
Yep. And now, speaking of Team Mia, they're hovering on towards the Yin as well as the Derov, so we are going to see both Yin Cho as well as the Derov potentially. Derov technically, yeah, it is a fighter, you know, it's pretty strong, pretty annoying, does armor shredding. I'm pretty sure none of Team Eudora can actually tank through the burst coming in from this Derov itself.
Absolutely not. That's the big issue here. I was thinking, you know, maybe they would get the Brody, something that has a stun, something that's able to kind of like, you know, the Melissa, for an example, would have been really, really great here in these situations. I mean, not against Cho, but everybody else seems to be fine. They finally lock in the Granger, and then we move on to the second ban phase here. I do think that Team Eudora, it's a little sad. It may be a fun game, but man, it must feel really, really rough playing carry Ari and Layla against a composition who can already either A, isolate you or close the distance in seconds.
You know, if I do see this correctly, right? Like, I assume this is XK Punjab playing the jungle role with the Granger. So I assume Chiku guys might be playing something that he used to play, and that is going to be potentially the Kimmy. And he used to just completely roll over your opponents with all by himself.
Well, I don't think Kimmy is that bad, but put it into the side lane, maybe into the EXP. I don't think it's that bad, honestly. Especially it's level 1. It's got some early game damage, more than enough to keep yourself safe against, you know, big ticket items, big ticket abilities. Let's see how Team Eudora handles
but
this
they need
right
a
now.
front liner though. Like, if you think about it, like who else on the marksman department can front line? Like, Edith is bad.
It's gone. They basically can't contest like anything at this point.
Like, you can see the faces of solos like, hey, what the hell do I play right now? They banned a Natan. I think I've seen a Natan play like tank build just because of how annoyingly disruptive he can get in skills. So I guess that's the idea.
I suppose. I think that's why Edith was like highly prioritized. Popo and Koopa was highly prioritized by Team Mia in the earlier stages. And now they finish off their comp. Oh, they're even going to get a Padang as well just to make sure.
God.
Their whole composition just peels and gap closes so fast. And finally, the Melissa as the last pick coming in from Team Eudora.
Like, from the side of Team Mia's draft, it looks really, really scary. But one thing about Team Mia's composition is that they don't have a mage at all, whereas Team Eudora, they've got a balance of physical as well as magic composition. And to finish things off, they've got a Melissa, arguably one of the best NT fighter marksmen out there.
Yeah, but I mean, they've got Cho, they've got Mia, they have Yin as well. All really, really, really good heroes at taking out specifically against Melissa. I don't know, this will be an interesting watch, right? I'm curious to see how exactly Team Eudora or even Team Mia is going to play this game out, especially for Team Eudora. Like, it's going to be an uphill battle for them.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun game as well. We can see the smile and smirk on Moon's face. He is going to be bringing up something new to the table. But I'm just curious here, what is he going to be playing? Because as of now, Team Eudora, they've got 2-0. It is the game number 3, and it is a fun match between both Team Mia as well as Eudora. And I'm curious to see who will be victorious. Because why? We're jumping in towards this fun match, ladies and gentlemen. And without further ado, we are going in.
Let's get the ball rolling here with Team Mia on the blue side, Team Eudora on the red. Now, there is a bit of counterplay. I would imagine that if you're not a marksman, you would probably want to take roam boots early, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm not seeing this wrong. It is Chiku guys playing on the Eudora.
Yep, and he's going to be Eudora support.
Okay, I'm curious to see how is he going to be playing this year, because it seems like Team Mia, on the other hand, they've got Moon playing on the Cho tank. So are we going to see some flashy TikTok plays?
There's a good chance that we will. A really, really good chance, in a matter of fact. And you can see that Chiku very smartly covering Pansem as much as he can. But again, this early game shouldn't fall into the hands of Team Eudora. It should be in the hands of Team Mia. They should be able to, you know, find these first bloods relatively easily. And team fights, Team Eudora just don't have the items to really make the difference.
I like how Chiku is just casually poking Moon as much as he can. But eventually, Chiku guys' damage will be so formidable. But the problem here is, I think he went for a roaming boots on Chiku guys, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he is going to be Eudora roam. Look
at
that!
Look
at that! Oh, Solo's 1 HP.
Oh, he almost got the Magic Worship in as well, but here comes the counterplay coming from Team Mia. They are going to try to finish him off. Unfortunately, Punjab is here to say hello, as a Granger is looking to get a couple kill. One more auto attack is in need, but the Shunpo from Moon is going to keep him alive. Harry will gladly sacrifice his life, but Eudora gets first blood.
Oh, that's so unlucky. Who would have expected Solos to walk away with 1 HP? And even Zasman didn't believe it. He was ready to throw his body on the line to get a trade back.
Oh, that was so close, but a great outplay coming from Team Eudora. And as of that, the farm will continue here as XK Punjab will start to scale a little bit quicker compared to Fawns potentially on this Yin. But eventually, from the side of Team Mia, I guess they need to make that real domain catch here coming from Fawns. And here he comes. It is going to be the domain catch as well. Yu will be the first casualty. Here comes the combo, and that's going to be Fawns taking a kill back for Team Mia.
Ooh, can't do much about that, but Chiku is already level 4, so this is where it gets a little dangerous from Team Mia. Team Eudora can almost guarantee somebody dying here, and I think it's going to be Zasman once again.
Oh, Harry Zasman tried to go for the combo, but Chiku, guys, will be able to chain stun him and even get the ultimate at the last tick before he hit his level 4. So nicely done coming in from Team Eudora. Seems like Team Mia, their only play right now is to play around Fawns. Whether or not can he kidnap and win his individual 1v1s.
I mean, he's got to be fast, right? It's not just about the 1v1s. Like, Fawns, even Chigurai realizes, I don't have enough to, like, try and one-shot somebody, so I'm not even going to bother. I just need to be as disruptive as possible.
Yep, can Mia actually win this game? That's going to be the question here, but because now here comes the way of the dragon. It is going to connect on Yu. Tries to flicker away, but a little bit far off at the edge, and she will be stuck right there. Meanwhile, Solo's on the bottom lane, also getting pressured from Team Eudora.
Poor Yu. Really, just difficult hero to play in the mid lane here. Hansim actually gets to live because of that. Moon is finding some good angles, but not enough to finish off his targets here. Punjahat's going to control his side of the jungle, and more importantly, just controlling the river.
Yeah, meanwhile, the top lane as well, we do see a very aggressive play coming from Look here, completely zoning off Jero on the side. So it seems like top side is going to be a pretty interesting one. But Jero, he gets the nice catch. Here comes the fist, and Look here was able to survive it on bottom lane as well. Immediately dives coming in from both sides, but they do get a couple of trades in, and that's going to be 2-1 down. Moon tries to go a little bit more, but can he survive the onslaught? It seems like he's got the sustainability, and this is going to be A-okay. Vajana comes in with the Sonata, and the Rhapsody will be able to get one instead.
Oh, he gets stunned. He wasn't able to actually go in, get the full rondo off in time. That's a little unfortunate, but it does mean that Punjahat will be able to get some free platings here. Even Pansam wants to be part of this. It's very dangerous for him, to be honest.
Yeah, has to play a little bit safe here, but based on how tanky Pansam is tanking all those damage, I assume that this might be a carry? A tank carry, perhaps?
Nope, definitely not going to be a tank carry here. I mean, there is Aegis, which is, I do think it's kind of strange. I would have preferred, you know, either Inspire or maybe try and go for something crazier, but here comes Moon!
Oh, look here, getting caught off here. The Wave Dragon comes in. Jero can't seem to get a follow-up. The goal away is going to keep Look here alive. Look at Jero, he's looking for the flank, but at the sides as well, Fawns will get the kidnap in, and that's going to be the combo on Bajaha. Can he get the 1v1? Bajaha was able to outplay him, and he is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Meanwhile, the Badang on the top side is going to try and catch a Chiku, but they lose all fights, and Team Eudora was able to completely dumpster Mia in all these fronts.
They're getting kited. This is the one thing that Team Mia was really worried about, because then it's all up to Solos to be able to take out the rest of these marksmen, which shouldn't be tough once he has items, but until that point, he really needs his team to start getting advantages.
Oh my goodness, that's just a complete outplay coming from Team Eudora in all these fronts here. Spacing is on point, the outplays is out crazy, and Team Mia is just struggling to close up this game, and watching for them, they do find a salvage play here. Sam needs to get a run for it as well, but Moon sets up the kick, connects onto 4 players, and Mia will trade him off.
They even get the Aegis out of him. Jero is doing a phenomenal job just holding the team back and slowing down this tier 1 so they can actually progress through mid as well as bottom side. They're going to get a trade as well as the turtle, so looking pretty good here for the side of Team Mia to recover from the damage.
Oh my god, that turtle still coming from Team Mia definitely helped in that economy sweep here, and because of this, now Mia is going to try and go for the 1v1 against Solos. He's got the damage, and Bajan actually dies. Chico will trade him his life, but that is a jungler for a Mia, and in this case, Team Mia is going to have a little bit of a better time now, especially for Solos.
Hey man, that's why Inspire is such a good ability. Really catches people off guard. Chico tries to go for the one-shot, but it's on the wrong targets. It's set into the domain, and it's going to be Fawns who takes him out pretty easily here. Pansem has got nothing left. Moon can actually go for a potential catch. He's got the way of the dragon, but he's got to make sure not to disrespect, and Pansem looks like he did disrespect him. Moon gets a kick, but no second area. He manages to get the light wheel off in time to secure the kill, and now Fawns is left by himself. But Jahad should be able to secure this no problemo, unless Harid Zasman has something to do. He tries to block the shots, but Jaha ends up missing and taking way too much damage. It's going to be Layla who finds the kill, flickering forward to try and save Punjaha, but he needs no help.
Oh my goodness, XK Punjaha is just so very lucky because Harid Zasman completely missing the timing there. He thought he could actually go in for a one-shot, unfortunately just couldn't, and XK Punjaha knew that he's got him completely outplayed that play, but Moon now Going for the kick, gets the kick, but could not continue with the second part of the kick here as Chico guy stuns him off, and now Jero missing the fist as well. And Team Eudora, they kite him in place, and he knows he's done for, and that's gonna be 2 down once again.
Big punishes from the side of Team Eudora. They're starting to scale now, and they're layering their CC. If Team Mia wants any chance of coming back into this game, they gotta move in together.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a very, very difficult game here, considering that Team Eudora, they've got 4 marksmen, and Pansam just got his golden staff. Eventually, he's gonna hurt so hard to a point that Team Mia can't really do too much about the situation. But top side, here comes the kidnap. Fawns goes for the combo. The go away is not gonna save him, so that is gonna be a little bit of kill here. And Mia down bottom as well. Solos is able to kill off Chico guys, and Pansam gonna get dived on as well. Moon looking to extend his fight, and here comes Harry from the sides. There's no way he's gonna survive, maybe. The Aegis is gonna be good, but the Abysm Strike is just enough.
Yep, he just needed the right angle, and as soon as you start walking to the closed off section of the tower, it's one straight line. Oh! Moon! They know Moon's here, but Jahad is trying with Death Sonata already. Harry Zosman tries to get on top of him, but Solo's continuing to press the advantage here. Might have to back off as Team Eudora slowly reclaim the space.
Oh, this is a little bit of a bounce back once again. We've seen this happen before. Jero looking for the snipe, but nope, it's not gonna happen. But meanwhile, Fawns gets a nice kidnap. Chico guys will be the first to fall. He's still got the upgraded form here from Fawns, but still, seems like he doesn't want to continue this fight, but they are satisfied with 2 kills here. Eudora looks like they have to play a little bit slow, but the Death Sonata will be able to connect. But here comes the counterplay coming from Moon with the Way of the Dragon. They do get the kill. The fist comes in, scares off Pansam, and Eudora will be forced to defend against this.
Still alive, still kicking. A 2-for-1 trade in favor of Team Mia, as now they take the lead and they finally take control of the game.
Oh, Chico guys!
Magic Worship? Magic Worship?
Oh,
no,
it's not enough. Solos is able to survive with a take off of health. And Chico guys has got to be banging on his head here, considering that he is a rogue Eudora. You hate to see moments like this. You hate it.
It's unlucky. It really is unlucky. I mean, they're like basically the same level. I mean, Solos is a slight level ahead, but Chico guys committed his flicker, so a lot of resources expanded just for that one attempt.
Yeah, but as of now, Team Eudora is farming a little bit more. Let's take a look at the items real quick as well. We do see Granger playing a little bit of a tankiness as well, but everyone is just playing full damage. There's actually no tank coming from Team Eudora.
Yeah, it's not easy, but Team Mia themselves, eventually they're going to start falling off, right? These early game items, especially with Hunter Strike, so much value here.
Oh, here comes the kidnap. Fawns misses the combo. The first skill is not going to be enough, and Jaha needs to outplay him as well, but the auto attack will be good from Fawns. Meanwhile, we're back to reality, and Fawns will be welcomed by a surprise by Look here, but he is going to be able to get out to safety.
Okay, I'm surprised. Look here, just missing that last auto attack. He could have just hit the doll, but didn't realize it, and it was too late by the time he did. Now, Team Eudora really far behind in terms of structures, but even so, Team Mia, they only can keep the pressure up for so long before Team Eudora has enough damage.
Yeah, Team Mia somehow manages to equalize the score, but eventually, you know, it all comes down to whether or not Solos is going to be able to wipe out everyone beside Team Eudora, right? If you think about it, Team Eudora, they've got 4 marksmen. Regardless of whoever they are, they do hurt a lot unless Team Mia gets like a very, very good chain CC on like 3 to 4 heroes from inside Team Eudora.
Oh, but let's see if they find that, because so far, even Jero has been struggling to find that perfect ult, you know?
Yep. But speaking of perfect outs, Moon looks for the stun. Unfortunately, gets stopped from the go away. However, with that zoning coming in, Team Mia, they will secure the loss. So this is a good sign for Team Mia.
Yeah, and Fawns is scaling really quick. His solo kills with the help of his domain has been huge for him. He just got a Berserker's Fury as well. So now he's really going to start one-shotting people if they're not careful, especially when he is off of his cooldowns.
Yeah, with the Lord coming in, Team Eudora, they are going to have a very successful defense, whereas Team Mia, they are going to get a little bit greedy, try and sync up the lanes and potentially take the tier 2 up top while expecting a gank with Moon looking for the kick. However, Moon is going to be taunting his way through. Eudora is going to be defending on the bottom side as well, because they hope that Solos is going to be able to get a couple of pokes in. However, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, they're forced back into their base here. And now Team Eudora has to start starving, right? They have to ration out who gets the gold. As the top tier 1 under threat, they want them to walk out, and Team Mia, they make the attempt.
Yep, and the top side as well. Fonz is going to get completely annihilated by Look here. Here comes Moon with the K. He isolates the fights while Solos will kill the back lines. They do get the kill onto his Yu. Meanwhile, Look here pops his Winds of Nature, and he's going to survive, and Solos will pay the price. And now here comes the rest of Team Eudora as Mia will lose 3. Moon needs to get out of there. And XK Penjahat, he does have the retribution. Does he force this fight? And he will. And here comes the wind steps as well as Moon is kiting his way through. He goes for the side steps. He's buying a lot of time, but he's trapped. But it will eventually fall in the hands of XK Penjahat.
Oh, he wanted to try to make something cool happen, but even in the mid lane, this is what I'm talking about. You can't leave this Budang unchecked. He will take you out if he catches you. And now without his ult, he's basically not a hero, but he did commit to his flicker. Let's see how Fonz plays this out.
Okay, looking for the kidnap. Sam will be one shot. It doesn't even need the domain, but at the same time, on the sides, XK Penjahat will finish him off. But here comes the counterplay from Chiku's as well. One-shotting Solos. The Maharaja's gone just like that.
Yep, 3 for 3. Nobody really gets a head off of that interaction, but more importantly so, it looks like Team Eudora slowly adapting. Penjahat can take on anybody else, but when it comes down to that Yin, hopefully they've got Chiku guys at the right position to stun him up and look for that big one-shot. Because Solos right now, even if he wanted to take everybody out, they have to be within the same vicinity or at least close enough for his auto attacks to spread out.
Yeah, this is tough. This is very, very tough here, but I agree with what you said as well, because the moment Solos die, they pretty much lose a majority of those damage output from Team Mia, and so far, they have been trying to isolate the fights, but there's only so much they can do, right? If they don't chain their CCs properly, which arguably it looks very difficult to pull off if you think about it, especially when you've got a Cho as well as a Badang, both in gold. It's hard to tell who is sometimes.
Yeah, it really is difficult to tell who's who, but now here comes the very first, second Lord, and this is going to be pretty stressful for both sides. It's a very difficult take for Team Eudora.
Oh, the steal though is not going to happen, and now the isolation coming from Jared to split the fight. The Melissa will be the first to fall from Team Eudora, but Moon gets a 3-man Chikundo from the back lines, but there's just no follow-up. Solos will do the cleaning up, and now Pan Sam is going to be here, but Solos' crit is a little bit too much. The Maharaja gets a Maniac.
He's having the time of his life. A team that's designed only to peel for him. Now he will get the inhibitor and look to end this game.
Oh, it is very possible. The crystals are exposed and Team Mia takes game 3 and they will get their revenge victory.
Congratulations! It's going over to Team Mia. Eudora squad, unfortunately, unable to get to that one moment to break through.
Yep. Oh no, it's still a pretty fun game, but we are going to throw it towards LaFell as to see what they has to say about that match as we interview with both the winners as well as the losers once again as we throw it up to the stage for LaFell to talk things through on how things are going to go out.
Terima kasih banyak Casters dan lagi sekali tanya kepada Team Mia berjaya untuk menangkan game ketiga di mana sekarang kita nak invite kedua-dua pasukan untuk datang ke tengah. Again, amazing game guys. Ini memang nampak semua orang put all out, muka semua dah penat kan. Macam dah stay sini punya lama. Congrats. Dekat sini kita just nak cakap, okay? Minggu depan dah raya, jadi saya rasa kan orang dah biasa sangat dengar daripada Penjahat, biasa dengar daripada Solo. So rasanya macam kita kena bagi mic dekat Harith dengan Pak An lah untuk bagi ucapan raya. Kita start dengan awal dulu, bagi ucapan raya dekat fans Mobile Legends untuk minggu depan.
Pada semua fan-fan Mobile Legends, selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri. Duit raya yang korang dapat tu, make sure top up diamond. Korang boleh beli skin banyak-banyak Yes.
Alright, thank you very much.
Kepada siapa yang nak raya tu, raya elok. Make sure kalau bosan-bosan korang buka lah phone korang, main lah ML bersama rakan-rakan korang supaya memeriahkan lagi raya korang, InsyaAllah.
Memang betul influencer dua-dua pandai cakap. Kita nak ucapkan terima kasih kepada Team Mia, Solos, Moon, Harif, Zazman, Community Hero Jero, MSL Fonz dan juga thank you very much kepada Team Eudora XK Menjahat. Cikgu guys, Pak Ansem, Yuyu dan juga Lekir. Thank you very much. You guys dah boleh pergi ke belakang. You guys deserve the rest. Thank you very much. Dan kepada semua penonton di rumah, di mana jangan pergi mana sebab kita still ada prizes untuk bagi kepada anda semua. Tapi sebab tadi game tu dah memang hype, jadi apa kata kita tengok highlight dekat dalam game tadi sebelum kita announce lagi prizes yang nak berikan kepada anda. Kita dah sampai penghujung MLBB All-Star Match 2023. Jadi dekat sini, you guys dah dengar casters memberikan soalan untuk you guys dapatkan hadiah. Now it's my turn. Macam mana kita nampak Yin tadi. Ini adalah soalan untuk cabutan bertuah terakhir. Siapakah artis jemputan untuk acara MLBB All-Star 2023? Pastikan anda jawab dengan cepat dan juga tepat untuk mendapatkan hadiah. Bila berbual pasal hadiah, dekat sini kita ada hadiah yang paling istimewa, di mana kita ada sebuah motosikal Honda Dash custom made khas untuk MLBB. Look at the colours. Kita nampak dekat sini it's very exclusive. Kita juga ada 4 helai t-shirt Mobile Legends Bang Bang dan 3 helai t-shirt Toda All-Star untuk dihadiahkan kepada semua orang di rumah. Again, pastikan anda jawab semua soalan dengan tepat dan juga cepat. Sampai sini saja. Nama saya Lefel. Saya nak ucapkan terima kasih kepada semua casters yang cast pada hari ini. Terima kasih kepada Team Mia. Terima kasih kepada Team Eudora. Terima kasih kepada Four Spark Boys, DJ Joe dan again semua yang terlibat. Kita jumpa the next All-Star.
Rasanya be the superstar and show me who you really are. All of the better. It's time to say the kosong-kosong di pagi raya. All my family, all my homies. Mobile Legends brings us together. Dua kemuda, opi orang beginner. Susun jari maaf pun dipinta. Hari raya like a superstar. Tak boleh emak enak duit raya dari Mia. Dah macam superstar. Nak makan besar, maskan mak ni dah hingga wis macam buah fela. Hati ampunkan salah. One nation.